the Australian one. It's really nice.
If you're getting it in England, it's because we are exporting all the shitty wine. That's why. If you think it's nice, it's like Foster's
as well.
It's like you guys think Foster's is nice, but
no, I like 4X.
We think it's shit. All right, 4X. Actually, you know what? That's my favorite beer, 4X. So you're onto something there. All right. I'll do like a bit of an explanation of the campaign setting with a recap, and that'll also recap you guys. And then we'll get into it. We're going to be at Jahaka Anchorage today. So here is the map of Chult. Here you guys are in this peninsula. You're here to try and stop the death curse, a disease that has been afflicting anyone who has ever died and been raised from the dead, or anyone who is dead. Those that have been raised once before are slowly withering away. As every day passes, their bodies deteriorate. And those that have died are unable to be resurrected. This death curse has clerics of Faerun bewildered. No one is exactly sure the cause of this death curse. However, the Harpers and some high-ranking nobles and wizards have concluded that the death curse originates from Chult, this island that you see here. Actually, it's a peninsula now. This peninsula that you see here. And there is supposedly a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger that is responsible for this death curse. And you guys are trying to find it so you can stop the death curse and save Faerun. This green line is a depiction of your past travels through the peninsula. And as you've been discovering all of these locations, some new and some ancient, you've slowly been gathering information to the whereabouts of the death curse. And upon seeking some knowledge from a wise guardian Naga at Oralunga, you guys learn that the death curse most likely is coming from, or this soulmonger is most likely originating in Omu, the ancient and former capital of Chult. The city is said to have fallen quite a while ago though. But the Guardian Naga has urged you to stop Razni, this fallen paladin that is probably responsible for the death curse. Razni used to be a paladin of Abteo. He presided over an army in the city of Mesro, which is now a ruin. And he is responsible for animating all of the dead that roam around this island. You guys are not exactly sure where Omo is. The Guardian Naga was quite cryptic as to the location of Omu, but you do believe it's on this small island near this bay, south from, in between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame. So leaving Oralunga, you guys had also met some red wizards, and you're faced with a choice. You could try and see if you can find refuge or perhaps a ship at Jahaka Anchorage, or you could travel with the red wizards to the heart of Obteo, where you could team up with the red wizards of Thay and use a teleportation circle they have to try and teleport to Omu. You guys decided to go with Jahaka Anchorage, not trusting the red wizards because they do have a bit of a reputation for being quite evil, and they literally live in a land that's like just skeletons like run the shops and stuff like that. So
what do they sell?
They sell bones. They sell milk, so everyone has strong bones. All right. So anyway, you guys have come to Jahaka Anchorage, and you'd met this motley assortment of drunkard sailors here, and they told you guys that they are just traders, and this is a trading outpost, and they offered you guys some drink, and it turns out that they were nothing more than shills. They offered you guys the drink in hopes to render you unconscious, and when you're unconscious, they're going to take you aboard the ship and force you to work for free for the next who knows how long. Free labor. Luckily, some of you did not succumb to this poison that they had laced your drinks with, and you had awoken as some of these pirates begun to take you aboard this sailing ship. A battle ensued, and most of the pirates had fallen. A couple of them had retreated back inside this edifice, and you guys have just kind of rounded up the few drunkard sailors, and that's kind of where we're at now. So you've got I'll just explain the scenario for you guys here again too. So this is obviously just like a small dock, and it leads up to a sailing ship. There's a couple of rowboats here as well. Actually, this is a cutter. It's not a sailing ship. It's a bit smaller. A couple of rowboats just tied off here, and you've got only 4 of the sailors remaining alive. 3 of them are profusely drunk. One of them was sober, and that was the guy that was guarding the door. I'm going to say that Millhouse and his still defender has rounded them up. The few tribal warriors that were helping loading this cutter with some cargo, they've kind of stood back and out of the fight. It is nighttime, so it's just past midnight in fact. However, it's a tropical climate, so it's not cold at all. In fact, it's very warm, even in the middle of the night. You're in a sea cove, so there's actually a cave ceiling about 100 feet above you, you would guess. And the lip of that cove is off to the west. You can hear the sound of crashing waves. You can smell the scent of seawater. And everyone is seeing from either dark vision or torches that people are holding in their hands. Other than that, there's no other illumination here because it's the middle of the night. So, as you guys have rounded up these few drunkards, Bryn, you've been captured by pirates as part of your kind of backstory / plot hook, and you were just kept in this very small room near the bulkhead and bow of the ship. And it's kind of almost like a secret compartment that they've stashed you in. You were chained to a wall. Like, I mean, this compartment is tiny. Like you could not even lay down in there. And there's like a little bit of like bilge water seeping through the ground. You managed to slip out of your manacles and kick down the secret door that you were stowed in, and you've actually managed to escape out onto the deck of this cutter now. And you see like some of the, you heard the commotion as well, so you heard some fighting and whatnot, and you thought this would be a good time to escape. You see a couple of pirates here, and you also see our fellow adventurers. Alright, before we go any further, let's do a quick introduction for everyone's characters, because you guys will meet soon and you can just say a few words about yourself. Get your class and race in there too, please. And we'll just go around the table now and get that out of the way. And we'll start with Orion.
Orion is a shifter barbarian, redhead, beard. I think he's actually raging right now, so he has like claws and he's covered in hair. Looks very much like a werewolf and is snarling.
Alright, just as the battle has worn off, that rage has subsided and you've started to return back to normal. And standing next to you is Yazo.
So you see a very sweaty barbarian. He looks like he's run a very long way. Looks very scared. He's got a fantastic looking beard though.
You mean rogue, right? Not barbarian. Wrong
Oh
character.
yeah, rogue. Yeah, well, just copying your line.
All right, and then we have Petra.
Yep, Petra's a human sorceress. She's wearing pretty much a blue robe, and for some reason, a bunch of people are running away from her for no reason.
Yeah, the few pirates that had run away, they'd escaped around to the back of this edifice down here. And you do know that there are some pirates still in there, so be on your toes. And Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine is a full Asthma Ranger. She's quite voluptuous in figure, just like got childbearing hips, and almost come subsided to these brutes that tried to kidnap innocent people.
Alright, and barking up behind these two sailors is Millhouse and his pet. And then next to you on this pier is Avon.
Avon is a wood elf, grave cleric. He's kind of dirty, a little dingy. Looks like he spends a lot of time outdoors.
Okay.
So
And he's our elven grave cleric.
yes,
And
wood elf.
then, all right. So Bryn, you've beneath this. I mean, this ship is not really that big. There's only two decks and then a small bilge, 2 levels. In the below decks of this ship, you've just seen a few tables and chairs, some hammocks hanging on the walls, and you've managed to locate your backpack. That they're just kind of thrown it in the corner. You'd been captured. Probably you've been prisoner for about 10 days now. I'll explain a little bit more how you were captured before we introduce your character. Actually, maybe you introduce your character first, and then I'll kind of just flow into it from there. So, Bryn.
Right. Well, I'm a half-elven bard, and I'm not sure if I still look nice 10 days in capture, but I'm pretty good looking. I'm wearing an instrument and some weapons, if I'm still wearing them. That's about it. What you can see from me, I think.
You make Bilgewater and mud look good. Put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. So, reading your backstory there. Let me just check it out again. You were traveling, talent for playing the flute, and you were trying to locate this ancestral instrument that belonged to your father. That you're trying to get back. You joined a circus group, but the circus group turned out to be criminals, and they were using it as a cover to steal from people. You're knocked unconscious, found by a farmer that helped you out, and so you thought you'd give it another go of trying to be this entertainer, and so you joined a traveling entourage of performers upon a ship. All right, the ship was not having much luck sailing around the Sword Coast, so they decided to branch out towards Chult and visit this peninsula of Chult, which is like south of Waterdeep. And basically, you guys entered a territory that belongs to the Flaming Fist of Baldur's Gate. And the ship was seized. Your allies were captured, and all the rest of the entertainers were captured, and they were brung to Port Balurian, which is like a fortification belonging to the Flaming Fist on Chult, and they were basically thrown in jail cells. You managed to stow away the ship, You manage to like sneak, like jumping from the through one of the portholes of the traveling circus ship onto this cutter that just kind of sails around the coast, and then you were discovered as a stowaway. I'd say that you probably survived. You probably spent about 5 days managing to skulk around the ship before you were caught, and then you've been kept in captivity for 5 days, and you've basically just been fed moldy bread, and you've been given some dirty water to drink, and during the days you've been forced to hard labor, swabbing the decks and whatnot, doing all the work that no one else wants to do. Alright, so you've just escaped now, and you've got no idea where you are, but you suggest you would presume that you're quite far from Port Valerian, because you're quite sure this ship has not docked since now, for the last 10 days. It's not docked anywhere. All right. So the captain of this ship, the one that captured you, is this guy, Captain Zoraum, and he has a bit of an appetite for gemstones. He has a bejeweled scimitar. He has a bejeweled cape, and he even has a gemstone in place of one of his eyes. And he's been cornered and captured. He still has his bejeweled scimitar drawn. He hasn't put it down, and he tries to parley.
Yeah. Oh. Looks like the jig is up for me then.
And he looks over and notices that you've escaped as well, Bryn.
Ha! This is all gone to shit then. You're lucky, boy. I was gonna have your head cut off for incompetence. You can
Talking to me?
thank these ones.
To Bryn. He kind of says that to Bryn.
You can thank these ones for saving your neck.
Well, okay, thanks.
But I don't see how this has to be the end for me, or the end for any of my men. How's about we come to a little arrangement?
Or would
Would
you
you
like
have
Jules?
Anything but me gems. But perhaps I'll be willing to part with some for payment if we can come to some sort of healthy negotiation.
How about this? We need to go somewhere on your ship. If you take us there, we won't kill you and your men, and we can talk about you keeping your stuff.
Ha ha ha. That could be arranged, but there's obstacles in the way.
Like what?
This here is only one of 3 ships that use Jahaka Anchorage as its port. The others, they come and go. There's one anchored not too far off the coast. About an hour. I ain't got enough men to sail the ship. And the captain, well, there's 4 of us. 3 of us, I guess, depending on how you look at it. The other captains, they're starting to get on me nerves. I was thinking we could work together and make a mutual agreement. You know, eliminate the other captain. This here, it's not much, I know, but she's the Sturge. She's a quick little sucker. Huh. Out at sea at the moment is the Emerald Eye, Used to be my ship. But that goddamn Captain Lascalar gone and stole it for me after the mutiny and that. And I think anchored about a mile or so off the shore she is. And then there's another one, the Dragon Fang. It'll be sailing around somewhere. So, I think we is gonna be in need of some more crew. How's about we work this out?
How much crew do you need?
Well, I wouldn't mind getting me Emerald Eye back, and I'm gonna need 20 good men to sail her. Problem is, I ain't even seeing one good man around here at the moment. He's a hard worker, though. And he points at
I can
Brent.
help out.
You all seem a lot more competent than these rabble. Alright, this guy is so drunk he actually just falls off the ship at this stage. One of the sailors, he just falls overboard, splashes into the ocean. And when you guys divert your attention towards that drunk sailor, the Deinonychus, this pet of the ale master of the tavern, it actually takes a jump as well. It takes the opportunity to leap off the side of the ship, and it kind of starts swimming a little bit fervently through the water. It's so dark though that they kind of just disappear. Turig, it's not Turig. You've confirmed that it's not Turig at this stage. The sailor starts yelling out, "Help me! I can't swim! Help! Help!"
Hey, Yazo, do you hear something?
Yeah, there's some flakes just falling off over there.
I guess you got a man overboard, Cap.
Yeah, the sharks would have got him.
Do we need
Oh
sailors?
well.
I mean, right, this bit was stabbing me in the back.
Oh, they ain't my crew. I've got all the leftovers. Me crew is on the Emerald Eye. So I was thinking we could take it. You help me take me ship back, and I'll get you where you need to go. I'll even let you in on a little secret if we can come to this arrangement. And you can have him too as a bonus. Points to Bryn.
Okay, but there's the guy that owns the building over here. What about?
Bosco?
Yeah.
He thinks he's all big and tough. But he ain't nothing but an ale master. Huh. They'd be sucking his wee willy if ale come out of it. They're nothing but a bunch of drunken degenerates. They couldn't even sail a ship. I reckon if one of you could have him out in front of the others in that tavern, well, maybe we could get some more crew as well. What do you say? And he smiles, and he doesn't have many teeth, but the few teeth that he does have are studded with gemstones too. And he holds out a hand to make a deal.
I look at Petra over my shoulder before I shake his hand.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, and then we can go fetch.
I
Has he got
shake his hand.
gemstone fingernails?
His fingernails bedazzled.
No. So, thing is, this cutter, it's good for chasing ships and that, but I ain't exactly got any weapons mounted on it, and I'm not going to be able to take the Emerald Eye. So it's going to be a little bit complicated.
Well, there's
But
a ballista right there.
I've got a plan. Why have one ballista when you could have two and a mangonel? You ain't gonna be
What?
taking any
But we don't want to
ships.
destroy your ship, right?
Oh, it's not my ship that I'm worried about. It's the Dragon Fang. That's the one we gotta get through. It sails up and down the coast, trying to seize any prizes that come its way. It's the most formidable vessel, and it's one that we're gonna need to get through if we're leaving this anchorage with a new crew. You see, we're not just some wrestle and dazzle pirates here.
But excuse me, if that other ship is better than yours, why don't we take that one?
Like you. You can kinda see where I'm getting, but... Well, I got this thing called sentimental value. That's just not my ship out there, that's my baby. I'll be happy to let you do whatever you want with the Dragon Fang. But we're gonna need the Emerald Eye to stand up to it. And, be warned. There are other forces at play here. The Flaming Fist. They're the ones who organize this entire operation. They allow us to take what we want and turn a blind eye to our crimes. And in return we give them a cut of the loot. And I'm quite frankly sick of that shit. I want to break away. I want to be a free man. That's what being a pirate's about.
Speaking of free men, do you have somebody in jail right now? Dragonborn looking fella?
I heard some of the men talking about something like that. Yeah. I think he's in the cage.
Where's that?
He points over in this direction, out towards the ocean. But all you see is darkness.
You can only get there by boat. How's about we go and get ourselves a drink? You have a bit of a rest up, and then we'll go and get these fuckers.
Am I murdering the tavern guy?
I'm not very big fan of him.
Yeah, you mean you should. Because
I
I'm
mean-
quite hurt.
You don't have to murder him. I was thinking of more just dangling him from the figurehead. And then murder him.
Okay.
My favorite method of murder is chopping heads off. I like the way it sounds.
I prefer throat ripping as my favorite.
You did seem to do that a lot. I noticed that.
Alright. Well, let's get some work done, fellas.
Go fetch.
Okay.
Men! Sober up! Start getting things in order here.
He calls out to the few sailors that are left, and the non-drunk sailor helps the drunk one on the ship. So the sailors go over to the ship, and the tribal warriors join them. And Captain Zarum comes with you. And he points to Bryn and says,
That you two? Let's go.
Alright, I'll say Millhouse and his Steel Defender are going to guard the sailors while make sure they're not doing anything dodgy.
Hey, Petra, can you top me up?
You guys are thinking of
Yeah.
you're probably going to take a short rest too. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. Then I'm good.
Don't forget our headless friend Ragnar.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, there's also a talking head attached to someone's belt, by the way, Bryn. Alright, I'm going to move you guys over to the tavern map.
Okay, whatever.
So we're considering taking a short rest.
Alright, well, yeah, you guys are heading into you get a drink, in quotation marks.
We're gonna rest and then murderify.
I could also eat something. I'm quite hungry.
Believe me, you boy. You ain't want the shit that they're serving here. You'll be begging for that moldy bread if you taste some of Bosco's cooking.
And the others that met Bosco just are reminded of him, like, literally just, like, hocking up a loogie on the stove. Straight on the stove. Alright, you head on over to this ramshackle edifice, which is basically made from parts of a ship. Like a hull of a ship turned upside down. And Bosco's Bilge. So you guys, Captain Zaroom just kind of bursts open the doors. And you see there's quite a large number of sailors in here. They're all kind of standing and have weapons drawn. Some of them have a cutlass in one hand and a mug of ale in the other. And Bosco standing there, and they look ready to fight. You see a number of tables and chairs organized around here. And Bosco, he's got his hand on his dagger, as you know.
Ah! We've been waiting for you. Knew you'd come back. I may have got a little bit scared from them tentacles earlier. But look now. You're outnumbered. So lower your weapons. And no one needs to get hurt. All we ever wanted was a bit of free labor. It's not too late to put in some hard work for us. I could use a new tavern wench.
You're absolutely right. Put down your weapons and you won't get hurt.
Ha! Ha ha ha! He starts puffing on his pipe. And he looks around at all the sailors here. Ha 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 ha!
That's real funny, love. See these men? They're loyal to me. On my word. They'll all cut your throats. Isn't that right, men?
And there's just kind of silence in here.
That's a cough of... That means yes, that cough.
So what happens when they all start running away and you're left alone again?
Running?
Yeah, like last time.
I didn't run. I was... I had to take a piss mid-combat. And now I've relieved myself.
Sure.
But before
As I
this, you
get
just
mine
said
up.
you were scared. And you came in here because you were scared. So that means you ran.
Scared of what I was gonna do to you. I can't control myself sometimes.
Sure, that's why you left your dino out there. And he drowned in the water.
He looks around. And he looks quite concerned when you say that.
No, Knuckles wouldn't drown.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. He got eaten by sharks.
Knuckles!
Oh.
So it isn't so.
He starts to cry a little bit.
But Knuckles...
And he rubs his eye.
It isn't so.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better. But anyway, let's just do this the old-fashioned way then. We're in a ship. Let's call it a mutiny. And
oh, go ahead.
Captain's around just as this is happening. He just goes and sits down at the bar. He like gets a drink.
How about this, Bosco? You and me, 1-on-1.
That's not how it works. We let the men decide who should be the new captain of this ship.
Fight.
They look around. They kind of give you a blank expression.
This is how we do it. We each get a speech. We offer the men everything that we have on show. And they decide by straws in a hat. Whoever gets the most straws, well, they're the new captain. And everyone else must yield to them. Blue straws and yellow straws. That's how it's done. That's the pirate way.
Green straws and yellow straws.
What?
Sweet McDonald's.
He pulls out a hat, and like one of the sailors has already gone and collected up all these straws from the storeroom / kitchen / office over here. And he goes and hands them out to everyone, including you guys. You each get a blue straw and a yellow straw. And Bosco...
It's a good time to order a drink.
Yeah, Captain's around, says,
Yeah, get over here, get a drink in ya, boy.
And yeah, there is a tavern set up here, and well, if you could call it that. Some benches, some stools, a few tables. Floor covered in sand. It reeks of spilled beer and old food. Stale tobacco smoke is embedded into the wooden walls. And the barkeep doesn't charge you. She pours you up this thick black ale that only tastes slightly better than the dirty water you've been given for the past 5 days.
Alright.
Lovely.
The barkeep just sneers at you, doesn't say anything. Bosco holds up a blue straw.
I'm blue. So who's gonna be yellow?
I'd say Petra.
Who's your captain?
Sure. I grabbed the yellow straw.
Alright. Well, you listen up, everyone here. How long have I been a cook here? In this bilge. Bosco's bilge. Oh, alright. Most of you can't count. But, I'm always slaving away, working for everyone to keep everyone fed. And I don't waste any food. I'm environmentally friendly. I always feed the scraps to Little Knuckles, who'll be coming by any minute now. And good food too. And ale. I provide ale.
And basically he's making a persuasion check to try and persuade the men. When they don't seem too persuaded, he gets a bit aggressive.
That's it! Anyone who doesn't stand by me will be walking the plank and fed to the sharks. Right?
And it's just like coughs and silence here mainly.
Are you done, sir?
Ha 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 ha. I think so. There's no
Right.
point you even trying.
So, I know all of you've been here for a while, and you've been eating this piss water drink that he makes, and this crappy food. I know you're probably all sick of it. You also probably saw him run in here, cowering in the corner. Do you really want a captain like that, really? You, Gnome, you saw him run from the battlefield, leaving his dino behind. Am I right?
That's true! And the food does taste like shit!
You as well, Arakakra. All I'm saying is that don't let this man intimidate you. Just believe me. If he's not gonna make anybody walk the plank. He'd be dead before that happens. And I point out Orion. He would make sure. So,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Make a persuasion check, Petra. With advantage, because...
There we go.
One of them just coughs a little bit.
What's your name, miss?
Name's Petra.
Petra. Petra. Petra. Petra. Petra. Petra.
They all start cheering your name. And they just start, like, throwing all their blue straws out the window, one by one. And going and slamming their yellow straws down in that hat. Unanimous, not a single blue straw. And a couple of the pirates, they come over.
Well, it's time for you to be the bilge boy. Bilge boy. Bilge boy.
And they pick Bosco up. Let go of me! Two grab his arm, two grab his legs, and they take him off to clean the bilge of the Sturge.
Before they take him away, I will go ahead and remove anything he has on.
If you try to remove everything, the other sailors say,
That's not how it works.
Do you really want him to go to the bilge with weapons so he can try to stab his way out?
We're pirates. We're free men. We can handle ourselves.
Okay.
and he's not like sentenced to death or anything like that. He's just made to clean the bilge, and he's been displaced, so he's basically been demoted. Nothing sinister. But yeah, they are pirates, so they believe in freedom and whatnot.
Okay.
They take him off, and you'll expect him to be completely covered head to toe with bilge water next time you see him. Alright, with that, there's a little bit of excitement, and you notice a lot of the sailors are just kind of like starting to get really inebriated. Like, a lot of them look like they're just kind of woken up, and many of them are starting to pass out again. They look heavily drunk, and there's snoring. A lot of them just sleeping on the floor. A couple of them stumble their way back to the Sturge. And you guys should take a short rest too. Oh, you already did. Did you guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't taken a short rest, take one now too. But I presume that whole thing took about an hour. Alright, the captain just smiles at you guys.
Haha. Good work. About time someone put that bastard in his place. We've been kissing the flaming fish ass for too long now.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't really be listening to Flaming Fist. They're not from this con.
Well, they got the weapons and they got the ships. It's either do what they say or they shoot us down. But I reckons once we get all 3 ships captured, we'll stand a fighting chance.
Aye, there should be enough men here to help run the ship.
These men? Ha!
He shakes his head.
Look around. They're hardly fit for sailing. I wouldn't trust them with the Emerald Eye. But me crew is reliable as ever. We just need to get to them. And that's where you come into play. Alright, it's actually starting to rain at this time, and it's actually getting really windy. And it's kind of nice because it's so hot and humid. There's like a little bit of a cool breeze that blows through here. I've got another plan now. Come back out to the pier with me, would you?
I finish my drink and come with him.
Alright, you have to kind of climb over a couple of bodies as people are just sleeping on the floor here, reeking of beer. And Captain's room takes you guys back out. I'll move you guys back to the other map. Okay, you guys exit Bosco's Bilge, and Captain Zaroom takes you guys over here to these two rowboats.
Everything good out here, Millhouse?
Yeah, it's secure.
I didn't realize he was here. How long have you been here?
2 seconds.
Okay. I didn't get the noise from when people join the Discord chat. It's in streamer mode. Alright, yeah, you've just been guarding all these drunk sailors, so the crew of Bosco's Bilge have mutinied, quotation marks, and now everyone's kind of working with Captain Zaroom and vice versa. Captain Zaroom's about to tell you guys the plan.
So Petra's a captain now.
Yeah, captain of a ship that doesn't sail. Alright, Captain Zaroom. It looks like he's been thinking of this plan for quite a while. Right, this here's the Sturge, right? And anchored about a mile away is the Emerald Eye. Me beauty. The plan is, you take one of these rowboats. They'll be none the wiser. Most of them will probably be sleeping or drinking. And you row up to the ship under the cover of the night. This little storm's just perfect. And you'll see it there. Emerald Eye, because the hull is painted emerald color. And you take it. Kill the captain, Captain Laxgar. Try and save as many men as you can. They're good men. They may need an element of stealth. If a few of them fall, well, I can make do, I guess. Try to keep as many as you can. They'll fight until the captain has fallen, as it goes. No captain, no loyalty. The captain's quarters is towards the stern. I'd suggest trying to enter from the stern. If you're lucky, you could even cut his neck in his sleep.
I look at Yazu. You think you can handle that, Yazu?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a real pretty boy, that Captain Laxalar. Flamboyant. You'll know it when you see him. He's got them fancy clothes. Not much of a fighter, though.
We need to get our friend out of that jailhouse, though, first.
Yeah.
Yep. Just don't fall overboard. One of these boats should fit all of you. Take it, and it's not too far away. About 100 feet that away.
Can I do an insight check on the captain? Is he trying to get rid of us? Or does
Sure.
he really just want to use us to get what he wants?
I'll inside him too.
He, you don't think he's trying to trick you, or he's lying to you at all. You feel that, definitely, I mean, he's getting something out of it. But, yeah, you feel like he's genuinely fed up with having to give the Flaming Fist a cut of the booty. And, I mean, it's a win-win. He gets to become the king of pirates. He gets this entire anchorage to himself. And, he'll have 2 or 3 ships under his command. He'll have a small fleet. He definitely doesn't have the capability to take the ship himself. You've seen how his sailors are, so you guys think that it works out better for all of you if things go to plan. So you don't feel like he's trying to deceive you guys in any way.
And you, Bryn, you good in a fight at all?
Yeah, I can help out. I can hold my own.
Yeah? You good at sneaking around?
Well, I much more like to stay afar, you know?
Sure.
I might need a better help. I am a dwarf.
Well, you always got a ranger to back you up if need be.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's do it. Let's go get dragon bait and kill a captain or two.
Who is this guy?
The head?
The guy we're killing?
The Dragonborn you guys want to free.
He is a friend of a friend who got himself captured by these pirates, actually. That's why we came here in the first place.
He smells like honey and ham.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's,
He's
let's
should
go get him.
or something. Yeah, actually.
Alright, there's a token here for the boat for you guys. I just made it a little bit bigger. Everyone should be able to fit in it. It's
So apparently sneak.
it's a dinghy
on.
with 2 oars. Fits 8 people comfortably.
So who else has got medium or less armor?
I can sneak.
Yeah, I might have disadvantage because of scale mail.
Well, I don't have disadvantage. I just have stellar armor, so I
Shit,
could
I
try to.
have really good stealth, actually.
Alright, let's move everyone on over. I'll move the boat for you guys. Otherwise, people will get left without the boat. Alright, Captain Zarum just, he unties the rowboat and you guys start sailing with the oars. You can see bits of driftwood about here, and you can actually see the ceiling of the cave at this distance. Those of you that have dark vision, at least, it's 60 feet overhead, and it's quite rocky. There are waves actually splashing into the dinghy, and there's a couple of wooden buckets, so a couple of people are constantly having to bail out so you guys don't take on too much water. And just as the captain said, it's literally just like 100 feet this way. You can see this structure rising up out of the water here as well. It looks like some sort of storehouse or a warehouse. It's set up on stilts, and the walls are just made of logs that have been lashed together, vertical logs. And it's like fully enclosed except for a crane that's kind of sticking out here. And over here, there's a small ledge. And you kind of pull up on the boat, and there's nowhere to really tie the boat off, so the boat's constantly swaying, and it's very awkward. This ledge of rock is very rough, and there are handholds and footholds. There are some very high waves, actually, almost splashing up onto this. It's like the tide's out in at the moment, so it's about a 6-foot climb up into what looks like a very filthy cell.
So if you got first to run and drop a rope down.
Sure.
Alright, you'll need an acrobatics check firstly to balance on the ship. And then, alright, you can balance with a 10. And then it'll be an athletics check to leap onto the rock. Alright, you leap on just fine. And you do see something in the water. A couple of reef sharks. Just getting splashed around here. Hungry. After tasting that little bit of blood earlier.
I am going to use one of the charges of the Charm of Darkness. Dark Vision.
Okay. Alright, you get up into this cell, Orion, and it is locked. There's palm logs that form bars across the front of this cage. Some puddles on the floor of a small cave. And the bars are held in place by these sturdy looking pins. It's not like a lock though. You could just like hammer them out if you had a hammer or something.
Anybody have a hammer?
Can I mage hammer crowbar to him?
Yeah, you could use
No,
crowbar, improvise.
No pass as a hammer.
Okay. You
Yeah, go.
throw the hammer up to him and yeah, you just literally just hammer the pins out. It's very, very noisy. And you can make a gap wide enough for some creatures to slip through. And as you peer inside, you see a very filthy little den. Some like moldy hay stacked on the ground. And a dwarf with one arm. And a Sauron. A dragon bait. Soriel, sorry, not Sauron. Soriel. It's dragon bait and Hugh Hackenstone. They're both kind of huddled up and they're both asleep. Hugh's actually kind of drooling on Dragonbait a little bit. Looks like he has Dragonbait's arm in his mouth.
Hey!
Ah! Hugh screams and he gets up. Ah! And he starts flailing around, his arms stomp everywhere.
Hey, it's relax. Buddy.
Whoa,
Me ham!
whoa.
Me ham!
Hey.
Me... Oh. What? What's in Moradin's name? Orion?
I thought you were dead, Hugh.
I thought I was dead, Hugh. I can't believe it. This must be a dream. I've sucked on that sweet honey dragon too much.
I punch him lightly. It's like, does that feel like a dream?
Oh! By the 7 dwarven gods. I'm alive. Wake up, dragon friend.
Dragonbait starts to stir and you start to smell
Yeah,
lemon.
As he does that, even though Jasmine doesn't know him, Jasmine pops her head around and says, and wait up, let me check something first. She says, I'm coming to this dwarf. Nice to meet you. I'm Jasmine, one of the new recruits.
Ah, pleased to meet you, milady. Hugh Hackenstone. Excuse the one arm. I hope you don't mind a left-handed handshake.
None at all, as I grab in my right. I've seen worse in my place.
Ah, dragon bit me arm off, it did. Not this one, but a big one, red one.
Interesting.
Listen.
Enough
Dragon
swooning. It happens all the time, lassie. Nothing I can't handle.
How do you feel about go killing some pirates?
Well, actually, I don't think they fit on the boat.
I love to kill some pirates, but ugh, I'm not feeling too good, to be honest. Ugh. If you're going to go kill them bastards that did this to us, I'd be happy to just sit here and wait and hold tight until you get back. Is Millhouse down there, by the way? Millhouse!
He died a long time ago.
Millhouse! Buddy! Hey, it's me, Hugh Hackenstone!
Hugh, you've made it back.
We're reunited, brother! Hey!
Has Millhouse even met Hugh yet?
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
I feel like I know you from a past life.
We share a connection, we do.
Yeah, the connection that he was supposed to catch you and he failed.
I forgot that your other character has died. I know you from Port Nianzaru. We drunk together. I noted him because of his beard. It's almost dwarf-like. Look at that beard. Anyone with a beard like that is good in my books. You're alright too, and he points to Yazo.
Give it an evil look.
I think I might just need to sit down a little bit now. And the adrenaline wears off, and he kind of basically just collapses. And both him and Dragonbait, he looks like heavily exhausted. Dragonbait and doesn't speak, so it doesn't really say anything. Just smells like lemon and smiles at you guys.
Good
All right.
news, we're going back to the mines.
Let's go kill the pirates, and we'll be back to pick you guys up for the rest of the trip. Sound good?
Alright, I've been living off sucking on this dragon bait. It tastes like honey and ham.
Well, can you take care of Ragda for me?
His eyes are wide and... Hey Hugh, what's up? I think I've sucked on this dragon's arm too much. I think I'm woozy. I'm seeing talking heads. Nope.
Yeah, it's not a dream here.
Yeah, got my head cut off by a hag, and she did a necromantic ritual to keep me alive. You know, staying alive. And he just starts rolling around everywhere. Mind if I just snuggle in here? Thanks. Dragonbait pats Ragnar on the head.
Dragonbait's gonna have so many bite marks on him.
Alright, let's go kill some pirates.
Rescued Hugh and Dragonbait, and neither of them look like they're in condition to join you guys. They're happy to wait until you've done your business. Both of them are also unarmed and unarmored. They wear nothing but some loincloths. Luckily, it's not that cold. Alright, you guys jump in the boat, and the captain, Zarum, has given you guys some rough directions as to where you'll find this other sailing ship. It's a mile, so it's going to take you guys about 45 minutes to row that far through these waves. But someone will need to make a survival check. Someone who wants to try and navigate through this storm and get there successfully.
I'll do survival. I will.
Yeah, I only got like 2 for my survival.
I've been surviving in the forest many years, so I think I can get us.
Alright, you navigate through the rain and the heavy waves. And sure enough, after about 45 minutes, actually before that, you may suggest
stowing
Yeah,
any
turn off
light
the lantern.
sources. Yeah, turning off lanterns and whatnot, or dousing them.
Yeah, that's why I turned on the night vision.
Okay. Otherwise, you guys will definitely be spotted before getting there. All right. You've done that, and you start to row up. Who else is using a light source? Let me just check. I think it's okay. No one's using light. That's good. Yeah, everyone's relying on dark vision. Okay, you guys will be coming up to the starboard side of the ship, the right side facing the front, and you start to see the silhouette. You've left the cove completely now. You're kind of just out in like the ocean, like a mile off the coast, and heavy waves. It's a bit of a storm. Thanks to Avon's survival, you guys haven't capsized or anything like that. And as the silhouette of the ship comes into view, there is a problem. This is not the Emerald Eye. You can clearly see the name of the sailing ship. This is the Dragon Fang. There is stylized letters Dragon Fang and kind of like a maroon colored hull. There's no light sources visible on the ship. The main deck is 9 feet above the waterline, and the foredeck and the poop deck are 17 feet above the waterline. And you've come up like kind of close to the ship now. You're staying low, and anyone on the ship has not detected your presence because it's like raining, storming, and doesn't appear to be a lookout or anything. You can't see quite over the top of the ship because it's like 9 feet overhead. But here you guys are, starboard side, and you come to that realization that this is the Dragon Fang. This is the ship that's supposed to be like sailing up and down the coast, yet it's anchored here. There's some reef.
So guys, this is not the right ship.
No, it is not. We were told we needed the other ship. Take this one on.
Fuck it! I say we attack it.
We do.
I mean, the captain's probably got a fancy cloak, eh?
Yep, let's kill the captain.
We're gonna have to do this sooner or later.
Any like conversation you guys are having as well is like no one's going to hear it because of like the wind and whatnot. So feel free to make a plan and whatever you need to do.
Shall we? We attack the ship now?
Yep, let's do it.
I say
Have
we
we
go
got-
a plan. We go after the captain, and hopefully the crew throws down their arms after.
This is not the ship with the captain.
Well, I assume
No,
that's
I
the captain.
don't think.
Would it work the same way with this captain and his crew?
Probably.
Maybe we can only try.
Where would it be easiest aboard the ship? Silent.
Main deck. You're gonna need like grapple up or something like that, grappling hook, or find some way to get up there.
Can a mage hand tie a rope to the top of the rail up here or something? We can climb up that way.
Yep.
Wait,
It's the most...
Isn't it a bit suspicious there's no lights on board, though?
Well, how about we go up there, we murder everything that attacks us, and go from there.
It's probably safe up there in this little boat.
Yep.
I do not have a grappling hook.
Does
Well, no.
nobody have
Well,
a
mage hand.
familiar?
I'll just tie a rope around the top one and then not.
I summon my familiar, the hawk.
Okay.
I can't believe you guys wanted to do that without even scouting.
Murder.
So I will have the fly around the top to see if he sees it.
All right. Do you have control of the hawk, Petra?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The hawk can make a stealth check. I presume it's trying to not be seen.
Yep.
Be a big leap of logic to connect the hawk to we're under attack.
It doesn't have stealth, so dexterity.
All right. It just kind of flutters up a little bit to the main deck, and it just pokes its head up to take a look around. Alright, you guys can see the configuration of the sailing ship. There's like masts here. There's like a wooden grate that leads to the below decks. Steps leading to the foredeck and poop deck down here. Helm here, slash steering wheel. There's like a wooden sea chest. 2 ballistae at the bow, at the stern, sorry. And towards the bow, you've got the capstan and the mast and the figurehead and whatnot, and belaying pins. And the Hawk sees people standing here in the darkness, on guard. They look like Choltons. There's 2 Choltons manning ballistae at the stern. There's 1 guarding each set of stairs that lead down to the below decks, and there's 2 up at the capstan. One of them looks like to be maybe a first mate or something. He's not a Cholton either.
I'm guessing I'm in trance seeing this through his eye.
Sure.
So I'm gonna tell, pretty much since I'm in trance, I'm gonna tell everybody what I'm seeing. I don't hear them, so I'm gonna have him, I guess, sit on one of the,
If he like flies up, he'll be seen automatically. Actually, out of all of the people here sitting in darkness, they all actually look human, so that's not necessarily true what I said. However, this first mate could easily be a half-elf, because you can't see his ears, they're tied back with a bandana, so you can't be sure that he's using dark vision or not. He is looking around and he does look kind of perceptive.
Okay, so... Well, I'm gonna go this way then, away from him, and sit on the mat. Can he sit on the mass up here?
Like,
well,
if he like basically flies up anywhere, the only reason he's not seen is because he's kind of just poking his head up around the side of the ship. If he flies up, he's going to be seen automatically. You still need to have some level of obscurement to hide. You need to have something to hide behind. He could attempt that though. Still,
I think we should go up on the side. The 2 men arming the ballista.
okay, so if he's gonna
possible.
pretty much, I know where they are right now, so I'm gonna tell the Hawk to
the Hawk,
to go.
I mean, it could potentially kind of flutter by, provided you presume that they can't see.
What if we use the bird to, like, fly over here very obviously to draw their attention, and then we can all kind of do our best to sneak up here while they're distracted?
I want to take these out.
A hawk, yeah, definitely would seem out of place as well, so it would definitely be attention grabbing.
Okay, so yeah, I will have him fly around low.
Do we already have a way onto the ship?
We got to do the mage hand rope
Yeah,
check.
just,
Right.
yeah, but I could do that quietly, I think.
So why don't you try that first, so that way the rope's already attached before I have him come.
Okay, I'll quietly tie a rope then.
Alright, so, alright, you... First of all, you want the distraction, right? Because, I mean, the mage hand's invisible, the rope won't. Like, if anyone sees a rope just floating up to tie around the mast, then they will be alarmed. Alright, so the hawk... So you're having it just basically fly up and flapping around, squawk and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much sit on the mast above. I'm guessing that he would be out of, well, not out of range, but he'd be high enough that they would have to throw.
Okay. Alright, it starts squawking really loudly. And you start to hear some of the crew just kind of mutter and whatnot. And someone just yells out, "Ah, what's that squawking sound?
Someone shut that seagull up. Hey. Bet you can't shoot it.
And they seem to be distracted now. You actually see someone spark oh no, they don't spark a torch. They're trying to remain in the darkness. They're kind of just using some moonlight to stagger around. But yeah, you feel like they're distracted now.
Okay, so I'll try the.
I'm gonna board glass, and I'm gonna provide everyone with guidance who goes up one head at a time.
All right, so make a sleight of hand check. Yeah, so to tie that rope.
With guidance.
Oh, didn't need
Yeah, the sound of the rain and stuff will cover the verbal components of guidance, so you're able to do that without alerting anyone. All right, yeah, you just tie a really good. You actually knot the rope as well to make it easier to climb, and just tie it to the mast here like that. Is that good? Is that how you wanted it?
Cool. Yep, and I'll swing from the mast.
I guess it's more like that. Well, it's above you. That's 9 feet above you, so you need to climb. You can't swing.
I'll climb up then.
All right. Yeah, you guys. Well, using the rope, you can pull the dinghy straight up, broadside to the starboard here, and I'll just have everyone. I'll just do a group. We'll do a group stealth check. I'll have everyone make a stealth check to see if you guys can board without being detected. Quickly.
Can I just do guidance once? Oh, since everybody rolled. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, guidance. You could do it for climbing. I thought that's what you're going to do it for.
Okay.
It is a concentration spell, so you can only do it on one person at a time.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Doug in the bag of holding while we're all climbing on board.
Oh. Alright, he goes in the bag of holding then.
I look at Orion and I tell him, get the ballista people. They're going to be the most.
Got it.
I see the treasure.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, you guys are good as far as not being detected goes, but now you need to climb up, and that's an athletics check with advantage because Yazo knotted the rope so good.
And this time, I could guide them.
Yeah, they did say on the climb.
Alright, supposed to do it one at a.
Question,
It's
how
got to
would
be.
that work
It's
with
got to be
guidance?
one at a time. One at a time. Only one person can climb up at a time. So,
Okay.
firstly, you need to roll your, and then Avon's doing guidance one at a time, as well. All right, yeah, the hawks it looks like they're like trying to shoot the hawk with their crossbows. They're making a game out of it, so you've got a little bit of a distraction.
He's going to dodge and try to get cover.
All right, yeah,
Behind, like, the hauler or whatever.
sure. We'll probably be rolling initiative quite soon, so we'll see how that goes too. All right, Yazo, you get up, and then Orion's up next. All right, when you guys get up here, just with the two of you first, what do you guys do? You can't stay here like just standing here without, you get seen very quickly.
This is true. I do have a plan for this, but what's your plan, Orion?
I was going to sneak over the bandits at the crossbow at the ballista really quick. But if you have
Okay.
something else in mind, I'll
You go
follow
that
your lead.
way. I'll go the other way, and I'll kind of spray the captain.
All right.
Okay.
Orion quickly, you're staying low, you're keeping near the shadows, you're ducking down, and you're moving very quickly. All right, as you guys go off to do that, next up is Jasmine. And Jasmine, you're having trouble getting up.
Oops.
And you kind of slip and fall. And then Millhouse climbs over the top of you, using you as a bit of a step ladder. And Petra also climbs up next. And, alright, with two more of you on board. This is all happening very, very quickly, I imagine. You're trying to, get surprised and whatnot. So, what do the two of you do next?
Doggo.
I will
Doggo from the back.
come on these stairs right here and hide, pretty much duck down on these stairs to help Orion get rid of these.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be like the extent of what you can do as well, Millhouse, because it's like an action to take something out of a bag of holding.
Yep, that's alright.
Alright, you let the dog out. I've always wondered who let the dogs out. Now I know.
Huh.
Alright, Bryn, did you want to climb up?
Yep, let's try that.
Alright, you've got a plus 1d4 from Avon guiding you. You managed to climb up. And, alright, Jasmine, Avon still down there. Alright, at this stage, we need to roll initiative, so let's do it. It's an API that rolls initiative as well, Bryn, so it gets everyone in like really quickly, so you don't need to actually roll. It'll do it automatically for you. Just like to speed things up, basically. Alright, they are surprised. You've got them all surprised. So,
Nice.
let's do this.
Millhouse is up first. I can see where Yowza is going, so I'll try to help out him. I'll launch a firebolt at that one.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, out of nowhere, you guys just see this orange glow streak through the rain and wind. And this guy just lets out a scream, and he's severely injured. He almost hits the deck. A crit. He's just... Ah! He's on fire. Big fire. Blooming up.
And hopefully I can block any reinforcements from coming up here. And dog will go there and try to attack this.
He gets his foot caught in the wooden crossbars here. And he snaps the air, missing.
And then I'll send it to guard Yazo's back.
He's surprised, so yeah, he does not get a reaction.
Yeah. And that's it.
Alright, end of turn. Alright, Bryn, you're up.
Go. Cool. So I create a cloud of daggers right there, I think.
Okay. I got a template for that spell. Alright, so you block the stairs.
Yep.
Alright, cast the cloud of daggers there, and you can go ahead and hit the spell. And what it'll do is it'll automatically deduct your spell slots, give you concentration, which is a yellow dot, and it'll put up the spell description for all to see.
Cool. That's nice.
Bam.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is like a whirling cube of spinning daggers churning around that space. Alright, everyone is still like not aware this is happening, so people are still like all surprised. Any movement? There's two staircases leading below decks as well, just for reference. There's one like where Millhouse is, one over here, right. And then these staircases go up to the upper deck, which is actually 8 feet above where you guys are here.
Yeah, I'll move over here, I guess, and I'll take out my crossbow.
Alrighty. Now, when you're finished with your turn, if you click your token, you'll see a macro appear in the top left-hand corner of your screen. There's one called EOT. Hit that and it'll end your turn, and you'll move it on. Alright, these guys are still trying to shoot the hawk, and he's basically just... He's almost dead, he's just screaming. And your hawk's not surprised, Petro, because your hawk's obviously, you know, it's in on it, so it can do what it wants to do.
So yeah, it's gonna move behind the sail or the or try to get cover, and
There's a crow's nest. You could like just fly up and land in the crow's nest if you want.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to just stay out of this fight?
Yeah, he's gonna stay out of the fight.
Alright. I'll take it out of initiative. It's just perched up there in the crow's nest. You'd have to climb up there to actually... I guess the crow's nest will be over here. You'd have to climb up there to actually see the hawk. So it's got total cover from everything below. I'll just hide it too so it doesn't get in the way of the combat. Alright, surprised. So Avon, you're up. Alright, Jasmine had a little bit of trouble climbing and you're still in the boat when this all goes down.
What is the check? I'm out at the boat.
If you want to climb up the rope, it's an athletics check. You do have advantage because the rope's got lots of knots in it. Alright, you managed to climb up, so that costs you 20 feet of movement to get up there.
How many do we have? 30. And 2. Okay. I mean, the check wasn't an action.
No. Climbing is only part of your movement. It doesn't take any
Okay.
action.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian.
Okay. Big guns.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep him off of us. Of course, it's not gonna get the guys up on the upper deck.
Alright, a big swirling 15-foot radius of energy expands away from you.
I wish I still had spell slots.
Orion.
All right. Is this bandit right here? Do I think with a good push I could get him over?
Yeah. You can push him overboard.
We're gonna try to do that.
It'll be a shove. Athletics check. Alright, you grab him and push him, and he just kind of spins around and slips out of your grip.
Doesn't he have advantage?
No, he doesn't have advantage.
I'm not raging.
Try it again.
I will try it again.
Alright, you start to wrestle with him, and he's just speaking in Cholton, probably cursing at you. He's like, you just come out of nowhere, and he slips out of your grip. He's a slippery sucker.
I should have killed him.
The Cholton bandits as well. They do have scimitars, and they're just very lightly armored. Each one does have a crossbow slung over their shoulder, and they just look like your atypical Cholton.
So I've used my action. Is there a way to stand to make it more difficult for this bandit to move this ballista, to like spin it around?
It looks to
Kinda
be
like
on a
stand-
swivel. You would have to inspect the ballista. You're not sure how much it can swivel,
Gotcha.
but
Swap.
it would take him 2 actions to shoot it. Like, there's no way he's
Okay.
gonna get it shot
Okay.
unless
Right.
you keep rolling like that, basically. He'd have to spend a whole action to aim it, and then another action to shoot it. So it's
Got
not
it.
good.
Got it.
It's going to take him a good 18 seconds to get that far. All right, Petra.
Alright, so I'm going to chill touch this one.
All right. I was going to say from where you are on the stairs there, you'd actually still be hidden from him, and you'd have advantage, but you have advantage, so it's a hit with advantage or not. And the skeletal hand just flings over, grabs him by the neck, and his flesh just withers and melts, becoming tight on his skeletal frame, and he collapses looking like a 10-day-old corpse.
Wow.
And with that, I will... Yeah,
This guy is surprised. They're still trying to shoot at the hawk. Same with this guy. He starts his turn in Spirit Guardians, actually. This guy. So the first thing he knows is like it's getting a bit warm. And he just shrieks and collapses as he's just melted away. I took the first roll. 17. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Either way, he's dead.
Okay.
Alright, this time, Jasmine, you just get a bit of a spring in your step, and you leap straight up there, using 20 feet of movement. Can you tell me who you're marking and who you're attacking? This guy?
Yep.
Alright, you put Hunter's Mark on him and fire the longbow. That is a hit.
Gotta love the lag.
Alright, you sink an arrow into him. It's not enough to drop him, but he's almost dead. He's like starting to fall over. And miss. The whole ship starts to actually like kind of a wave hits the ship and sways the whole ship. The arrow disappears into the darkness. And another miss. You didn't have your sea legs about you. Alright, this guy is surprised. He's just trying to deal with you wrestling with him, Orion. Yazo.
So he's surprised. Do I get advantage on a melee attack?
Whoops. No, surprise does not give you advantage. Being hidden does, and if you stay there on the stairs, you could potentially be hidden from these guys, given the circumstances.
From the captain?
This is definitely not the captain, but you would be both of these guys. Yeah, this guy doesn't look like he's going to be a captain. That hits. And you just put an arrow straight through the back of his neck. He falls down, grabbing onto the capstan and tightening his grip on the belaying pin before hitting the bow, the deck of the bow. Dead.
Captain's down, still defender.
Definitely not the captain. Alright.
Did this guy take the Spirit Guardian?
Nope, he hasn't started his turn in it. Only when they start their turn they take damage. Alright, at this stage they're no longer surprised, and some of the Choltons, they start to yell out in Cholton quite loudly. This guy yells out down the stairs, obviously to alert others. You would imagine it's going to take anyone down there at least a turn to react. So you should have another round before you're going to expect any reinforcements. Millhouse.
I'm just going to shout out, don't forget we have to sail this boat. So perhaps don't kill all the people.
We got Hugh.
What? Hugh's not here though.
You can't sail a ship, come on.
Well, he could, but
He
he's
can
not
barely
here.
find his way through the...
Hugh could do anything.
Exactly.
You put Ragnar in the birdhouse thing.
Ragnar can of course steer the ship.
Radka can be the figurehead. You can put him on top of the front of the ship.
That's happening, I love it.
Alright, what do you do, Millhouse?
Well, unfortunately, I think this guy is going to be dead no matter what in Spirit's Guardian. So I'm going to try to get Dog in position to block that staircase. I'm going to firebolt that guy.
Mr. Which guy? That's a direct hit. Actually, on him?
Don't kill all of them.
That is direct
Fireball.
hit.
Well,
He's
he's not the Spirit Guardians anyway.
instantly killed.
And then I'm gonna get Dog in position, and he just gonna dodge.
Okay. He'll take the dodge action. Bryn.
Well, let's see. I will, well, maybe ready in action to shoot anything that comes out of that staircase. Maybe I should take the other staircase. I'll go stand next to my blockade, and then keep an eye on the staircase that's going down here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if something comes out, I want to shoot it.
Alrighty.
That would end my.
Alright, you got the staircase covered. Avon.
I'm gonna move over a step just so I have both staircases covered. Question to you: how do you rule the, like, if I cast Sanctuary on myself? I mean, if my spirit guardians harm someone, does the Sanctuary drop?
Yeah, I think if you like inflict damage to another creature, then Sanctuary goes down.
Sanctuary drops, but I mean, people are.
Yeah, if you target a creature with an attack or harmful spell. Oh no, wait. So yeah, if you make an attack, cast a spell that affects an enemy, or deal damage to another creature, the spell ends. So if you deal damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Okay. So I will take the dodge action.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold on to my bonus actions because I think we're about to take out these guys.
Orion.
I'll look at the Chultan that I'm grappling with, and I'll say, get on your stomach and you might live through this right now.
Alright, you can use your action to intimidate him with an intimidation check, and he smiles at you and chuckles. And he draws his scimitar.
That's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
You need haircut, he says.
It's going to get worse in a second. As the bonus action, I'll shift.
Alright, when you shift, you look a bit more intimidating. And he looks a little bit concerned, but he doesn't back down. Petra.
What are you doing, alright? You should have just pushed him overboard. Now I have to kill him. Chill touch.
That's a hit. The skeletal hand kind of, it just pokes him slightly in the arm.
Next time, knock him out.
Alright, the bandit that was trying to shoot the hawk turns his attention towards Yazo, and he pulls the trigger on his light crossbow. And direct hit for 10 points of piercing damage.
So that's 5, yeah?
Yeah, you step back, and the arrow ends up glancing you instead. 5 damage. Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move to there to block that flight of stairs, and then yeah, take a shot at him.
Do you want to move your hunter's mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit. And a hunter's mark. Extra 1d6. That arrow, it almost kills him.
Last one for this round.
Straight in the leg. He grabs his leg and he starts to hop up and down. Another hit. and he hits the deck, dead.
And that's action, movement, bonus. All good.
Alrighty, this guy, he is not playing around. He swings at you, Orion. He misses, and he doesn't like you trying to push him overboard, so he skirts around you and moves here. Yazo.
Right, so I can go. So now bonus action dash. Can I hit him non-lethally?
That would, from there you can't reach him. He's too high up. He's over 10 feet away from you.
Oh, well, can I go? I've got a little bit more movement. I just run up. Can I run up there?
Yeah, you have to go. You go with Petra's on the. Those are stairs down. Those ones. These ones are stairs up. Yeah, you can get there easily.
Was a flaming rapier? Is that okay?
Whatever you want. You can cast a spell and do a green flame blade. That hits. And are you killing him or knocking him out?
Non-lethal.
Yeah. All right. You just sheath the blade in fire and poof, smack him over the head with a pommel, and he's knocked unconscious. All right. Let's roll some more initiative. All right. We've got. All right. You start to hear some noises down below, and even when you look down, you start to see what looks like some lantern light and whatnot. And you can see bodies running around down there. People coming up. No one emerges this round yet, though.
Incoming.
So, since nobody emerges this round, is there any doors on this level, or is it just the stair?
There's doors. No. There's no, like, it's only a 2-level ship. 2-level sailing ship.
Okay.
There's no, 4 quarters or anything like that.
Okay.
Alright, Millhouse.
So I can't see anybody coming up the stairs.
Not yet. Alright, you do... Yeah, not yet, because no one's gone yet. So no.
Right.
You can hear noise. There's commotion. There's people coming. Don't see anyone yet. Down these stairs, there is a 5-foot square landing and a door here, and then a hallway leading off in this direction.
I guess I want them in the choke point, so I'll just wait and dodge, I guess.
Dodge? Okay.
Dodge.
Doge.
And Doge will Doge.
We're in pretty good
Doges.
position.
Okay. Right, you've got the staircases covered, so anyone that comes up is going to get hurt. Bryn.
Well, I'll keep doing the same thing I was doing and wait until someone gets through.
Okay.
So I know it's not my turn. Quick question. Anybody tie the boat to this boat so it doesn't drift off?
No. Yeah. This rope is... This is the rope that was tied to the boat. You've done that.
Right. Good.
But now is definitely the right time to be asking those questions.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
Then Ilakda Arbron.
Alright, just taking care of something real quick. Okay. A man emerges, pushing past some Choltons, and this guy is burly. He's 6'5". He has a bald head, and he's a Cholton human male. And he looks kind of Well, he looks
Does he
mean. He's got a large maul in his hand. And
Does he look captainish?
if you had to pick someone to be the captain, you would pick this guy.
Has got a fancy cloak.
He's a name tag.
He,
Right.
yeah.
So if he emerges, do I get my crossbow attack?
You sure do.
Cool.
When
I am the captain. I am the captain now.
he's always the captain. Alright, yeah, he just has alright, this guy when he does emerge, he does not look happy. He's just got a bit of a grimace on his face. And he just he almost like squeals. And that hits him. You sink a crossbow bolt straight into him. He's not wearing any armor either, he's bare chested.
Almost like snot. Like scolding you, like giving you a scolding look.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's got much of a sense of humor, this guy. Alright, your crossbow bolt hits him, Bryn, and it actually just bounces straight off his chest. It doesn't pierce his flesh, it doesn't even bruise him, it bounces straight off him doing no damage.
Oh,
Damn it!
He's got this big maul in his hand, and he just comes out, it's like a big wooden mallet. And you can see this mallet has been used many times before. The edges of it are all kind of frayed, and there's like dark stains on it. And he swings at Millhouse at disadvantage.
I'm getting Flesh Golem vibes again.
Miss. And he's going to keep swinging that maul around at Petra. And it misses. Whoa! He's like kind of squeals, almost like a boar. Avon.
okay, I'm getting off the grate because I can just see bad things happening.
I presume that all humans as well are carrying some sort of light source, whether it be a torch or a lantern.
Okay.
This guy will have a lantern as well.
For my action, I'm going to take the dodge action. And for my bonus, I'm going to cast this.
Okay.
Put it right there.
You swing the scales at the captain, and it smacks him straight over the face. Shakes his head a little bit, and he definitely felt that one. He just snorts at you. Orion.
With a bestial roar, I want to just straight dive over off of this like this upper deck area and try to grapple the captain. Just like jump on him.
All right. Well, when you do that, he throws you off to the side. Firstly,
Okay.
he just tosses you straight over. He doesn't let you in his space, and you will need to make an athletics check for that jump, Orion. It's it's 8 feet. It's a decent height. All right, you're able to jump down without falling prone or taking any damage. And make that grapple check. He's reasonably strong, but you grab onto one of his hulking arms.
I have another attack, but I don't think I can do anything else if I have him grappled, right?
You only need one hand for a grapple, so you could hit him with a one-handed weapon, or you've got like claws or whatnot.
I'm not raging, I don't. So
okay.
I'll pull out a dagger and try to stab him.
Okay.
It's not magical, but we'll see. I'm just using my rapier, but it'll be less damage, sorry.
A rapier is one-handed. You can use that.
Oh, then I'll do that.
Alright, you take the rapier and you just try to like stick him in the neck, and you just see, like, you literally see the rapier bend. And, sorry. You see the rapier just bend on his neck. As you're pushing it in harder, the rapier is bending even more. What's the matter?
What are you made of?
I'll show you.
Right. So I'm going to disengage up. So
Vegemite.
that's 10,
Alright,
20.
you withdraw. Up here, Petra, there is a helm, sea chest, 2 ballista.
If I go right here, can he reach me, or am I too high?
You're too high there. Not from the stairs. He can't reach you.
I will go over one more just in case and just prepare for next round.
All right. Here come the boys. They start piling out, and by that I mean one of them starts piling out because that's all we can get there at the moment. Let me. All right, this guy, he comes out with a crossbow in his hand, but when he sees the doggo there, he's going to slash at the doggo with a scimitar, and he misses. All right, a heap more are going to run out. These are all going to be dashing, and I think they actually will be able to avoid the spirit guardians. All right, so 3 more emerge from this staircase, taking a dash action. One of them moves there, one of them hops over here.
How is he getting over the dog?
Actually, that guy, alright, well, they climb over this side instead.
The spirit guardians is slightly off as well. It needs to be 1 more down.
Oh yeah. It's 15 feet. Anyway, they can't get through the steel defender, but they can literally just jump like up over the side here. Over the railing of the stairs. Climbing up a little bit. And then they one of them provokes from you, Jasmine. You've got a bow drawn, so you could do an improvised weapon attack and try and stab him with an arrow if you want. The steel defender also gets an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
But the intention is that these guys are spilling up to the bow with crossbows. Alright, the steel defender just rips this guy's legs off. You can't opportunity attack with your longbow, Jasmine. Has to be a melee weapon.
Alright,
If you want to do a improvised weapon attack, you have to do a straight strength check, basically. It's a...
Okay, yep.
If you want. It'll just be like a strength bonus to hit.
Oof.
Right. Well, I will take the first roll though. You did roll a 12 for your attack roll. So it'll be a 13.
Okay.
Alright, that hits, and an arrow does 1d4 damage. So basically, you just stick him with the arrow. Alright, you stick him pretty good, and this guy is actually reasonably injured. 5 damage. Okay, they've run up there, and they're starting to disperse with crossbows. And there's more coming from below this guy. I guess one of them. They, yeah, not too keen to run through the Spirit Guardians just yet. Alright, so, like, underneath the deck in this space, one of them shoots a crossbow up at you, Millhouse. And misses you. And then, 10, 20, 30. Alright, this guy runs out. He runs out, like, from here. And then he jumps over the side. He provokes from Orion, Millhouse, and he's hit by the Spirit Guardian. So basically, he gets slaughtered. Like, there's no way he's going to survive this.
He eventually went suicidal.
Yeah. He just, like, melts. He doesn't even get, like, there. He melts down trying to climb over here from the Spirit Guardians. In fact, I'll make his wisdom save, but I don't even think you'd even get a reaction there. Alright, you would. He would have survived the Spirit Guardians, and then Millhouse and Orion both just demolish him as he moves out of that space there. And the other three, you see two more down here, Millhouse, on the below deck. They're basically like taking it in turns, firing and then running around the corner. They both shoot at you, and they both miss because you're dodging. And that's it. None of them seem to want to get any closer. Maybe a couple of them might dash though. Looks like some of them are heading back around the other side too. Alright, more of this crew emerge from this staircase. There's a fair bit. You'd expect about 20 of them. And they're going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Alright, this guy, he runs by Jasmine as the others are skirting around him, and he fires his heavy crossbow at her. And he has advantage due to pack tactics. He hits you for 6 piercing damage, Jasmine. This guy dashes, and he actually runs up along the bow too, with a crossbow in hand. And 10, 15, 25. This guy jumps over the railing, and he has a blunt-headed mace in his hand. And he swings at the Still Defender. He has advantage and disadvantage. And he smacks the Still Defender for 8 bludgeoning damage. Alright, Jasmine, you're up.
Well, I'm just gonna ignore them for now and shift my hunter's mark to the burly men next to Millhouse and Orion.
Okay. If you do a ranged attack, you will be disadvantaged because you're in melee with other people. It's a miss. That hits. Alright, as you're drawing back in your longbow, one of them like kind of knocks your arm and your first arrow just flies off wildly. You kind of elbow him, push him back, draw back, and the arrow bounces off the captain. However, a small streak of blood does run down his chest from the hunter's mark.
Yeah, and well, even though I'm not, right. Can I dodge as a bonus action, or do I have to actually do it as an action?
Dodging is an action.
Okay.
And you did use your bonus action already too. And are you moving?
Yeah.
Alright, when you move there, both of these Choltons attack you. The thug,
I'm fine with that.
he crits you for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. With pack tactics, he has advantage. And he just smacks that mace straight into your ribs. And then the other bandit also slashes at you with a scimitar. And he misses you. Alright, Yazo. You're up.
Okay, so can I move to here and hide behind this unconscious one as a bonus action?
To hide, you need to you need to have total cover against other creatures, basically.
So if I lay on the floor,
This is a very fat guy.
That would be 3/4 cover if you went prone.
All right. Okay, so forget the hiding. I'm gonna mage hand open the treasure.
Halflings can do that. That's one of their specific features, but not
Can
a
I try to
dwarf.
pick the lock on the treasure?
The sea chest.
Good idea.
It's not locked.
Okay, I'll pop it open then.
All right, you can open it up with your interactive object, and it's just full of ballast and some netting, some nails, things that the bosun would use to repair the ship.
I'll pick up
It's
the
not
net.
treasure.
I'll throw the net over
It's
the.
like
over towards
it's
the-
not net. Sorry, it's rigging. It's like rigging for the sails.
That's
They're,
it.
they're things that the carpenter uses, the bosun uses to repair the ship. They're not weapons. Are you taking action?
Oh, okay. I thought my mage hand was my action.
Oh, you cast Mage Hand. I completely missed that. Where are you casting your Mage Hand?
Open the chest. Oh, I'm next to it, but
you do have real hands.
This is a very efficient use of actions here.
Okay. You
okay. Oh, okay.
you stand next to the chest and use the Mage. That's just lazy.
I was tapping the bald man.
All right, so you're not using Mage. You're not casting Mage Hand.
No, forget the mage hand.
Okay. All right, that hits him, and it doesn't do anything. The rapier just bounces off him.
That's a magic rapier.
Is it? Oh, that's
Millhouse
the
enhancement.
Millhouse
Yeah,
special.
I confused.
Oh yeah, I see it there. All right, that actually does pierce his flesh in that case, and he just kind of squeals a little bit as the blade sears into him.
Cool. I'm done.
Okay, Millhouse, you're up.
There it is. I'm gonna cast heat metal on his maul.
It's
Let's
a
do,
wooden mallet. It's not made of metal.
It's a wooden mallet. Oh,
Yeah.
what a pussy.
I went into great detail describing how like there were cracks in the wood and everything.
I thought that was the handle.
Oh, the head of the mallet. It looks like it's been used to squash some heads.
Disadvantage firebolt it is, I guess. Yeah, I believe I can hit.
You hit him. You just exploded a firebolt straight in his face. And now he looks bloodied. You singed his beard a little bit. His face. Scorched.
And Doggo, man, the plan with Doggo backfired a little bit.
Yeah, there are just railings that people can climb over, unfortunately. If he was standing there, then he would have blocked people.
He'll just continue dodging. Hopefully he can absorb some attacks.
Okay. Brent.
I'm going to call out to Jasmine to hold on and cast Healing Word as a bonus action. I'll do it at level 1. See what happens.
Alright, good roll.
Alright. Yeah. And then I would like to let go of my concentration on the Cloud of Daggers and cast Hold Person on the captain.
Okay.
Let's see where I find that. Oh, in spellcast, of course.
Alright, he starts to feel the magic take hold. And he starts to snort, and he makes a wisdom saving throw. And he freezes in this posture of him about to swing this large mallet. Frozen, paralyzed.
Cool. I would like to now move up here somewhere to be out of harm's way, and then I end my turn.
Cholton woman. She looks like an older woman emerges. And
If you tell me she can climb over the railing,
she
I want an athletics check.
she's not a frail old woman by any means. She has something strange about her eyes. They they're swirling. They look like little storms, these little orbs in her face, and she is sheathed in this ice. There's like ice frost visibly coming off of her. And she, with one hand, climbs over the railing while making eye contact with Millhouse. And she just chuckles a little bit. And she steps back, provoking from Still Defender. The Still Defender hits with a 10. And when that happens, the doggo's face starts to freeze up, and this layer of ice surrounding her afflicts the dog, and it takes 15 points of cold damage. And there's still that layer of ice surrounding her, giving her those temporary hit points. It almost destroys the Still Defender. And then she points her hand at the Still Defender, and she shoots an Eldritch Blast. Crackling beam of energy explodes from her hand. That is not Eldritch Blast. What is going on? Why is that a hex? I said Eldritch Blast! Eldritch... Okay.
Nope.
What the hell?
Try cooking the hex.
I am 100% clicking Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I experienced that in another game where I was gonna cast Firebolt and it turned out to Ray of Frost, and I was like, what? No! Firebolt! Stupid piece of technology.
Alright, let's try this again. I've got no idea why it's coming out as hex, but here we go. Pew! And it hits for 3 force damage. And here comes her second beam. Miss. Crackling beam of energy whizzes by the Still Defender.
Is she in the Spirit Guardians?
No, that's only 15 feet. She's 20 feet away.
Oh.
And she just ends her turn there.
I need Jasmine to get out of my way.
Alright, the captain.
Okay, he's got to make a...
He's getting melted away from the Spirit Guardians, and he's unable to do anything. He's paralyzed, and at the end of his turn, he makes another Wisdom save. And what's your DC, Bryn? Higher than 13, right?
Yeah. It's... let me see... Spell list. 15.
Oh yeah, he's still just frozen there, and in that stance of him holding up this mighty mallet.
You can go through friendly allies, but not through hostile enemies.
I'm gonna move. What do the Spirit Guardians hit there?
Everything within 15 feet, so...
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action, and then my bonus action with my spiritual weapon is gonna be an attack against him.
Okay. You have advantage.
Ooh,
It's a crit. He's just a statue, so you've basically got a free shot. And you just swing those scales around. Both sides of the scales smash into his face.
that's a waste of a crit.
Well,
And I'll dodge
good crit.
again.
He's looking very badly injured now.
Oh, wait.
Orion.
Well, seeing this guy freeze up, I'll drop my grapple on him. I'll rage as a bonus action. As this fight got a little bit, ready for it, hairier than I thought it'd be. Huh? No? Okay. And then I'll...
He's paralyzed, so we can't laugh at that. Sorry.
Okay. I'm also not afraid of cold damage, so I'm going to recklessly attack the old wolf.
Okay.
With my claws.
I'm not sure why she didn't actually do Hex as well after all that. But
She got the same damage.
She did Hex twice.
alright, go for it. Alright, you slash her with the claw, and you take 15 points of cold damage. And it breaks this spectral frost that covers her.
Actually 7, because he's raging.
I don't have cold damage, it's only physical.
Yeah. Only bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
If he didn't go to the good class, that's
Yeah, he's not.
I'm a werewolf, man. I think I've made a pretty good call.
Yeah, you would be wrong.
Alright, the ice is gone.
2 more attacks on her.
And that's another hit. You slash into her. She's very, very tough for her, despite her appearance. And you slash her again. And she just chuckles at you.
Watch out, Orion. She can do one-arm pull-ups.
They call me Eye of the Deep, boy. I have been blessed by the waves. And so will you.
Yeah, they call me the Claw of the Land.
Oh, what an awesome name. Oh.
Petra.
Right. After that, yeah.
Millhouse is just getting shivers from hearing.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him. I get advantage because he's paralyzed.
Yeah. I think if you're within 5 feet, it'll be a critical hit too. That hits. You slam the beam into him, and he's almost dead. He's covered in blood.
Second beam.
Alright, well, why stand next to him to get a crit when you just crit anyway? Alright, you fire another beam straight at his face, and immediately he just kind of slumps over, falling down the stairs a little bit, and he kind of lets out one final squeal, and he changes into a boar-headed humanoid upon death. A wereboar.
It's Man Bear Pig.
It's Orion's cousin.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, he is dead. Okay, good.
Yeah, he's dead. He transformed because he died.
It's not his second form or anything. It's just...
So after that, I will tell all the other people your captain is dead. Drop your weapons. We're not trying to kill you. We're to bring you back to shore.
I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah, y'all are getting your boats confused.
Alright, well, when you do say that, Petra, they do see the captain dead. And the Eye of the Deep says,
I am the captain now! You will obey me!
And it appears that she does preside still over these people. None of them.
So
There's no mutiny or anything like that.
Favorite chance.
Okay, so I will afterwards drop to the floor, so that way if I get shot, it's at disadvantage.
Okay. Alright, this guy is going to make a wisdom saving throw. And he's getting quite badly hurt from the Spirit Guardians, but it doesn't kill him. And he runs at you, Avon. Pushing through the Spirit Guardian slowly, he reaches you and he slashes at you with his scimitar. And he hits you
Hit me.
for 4 slashing damage as you dodge out of the way from a devastating blow.
If I still have concentration.
Alright, let me move this captain out of the way. Alright, Millhouse, you've got some guys running in at you. And one of them rushes you, and he'll just jump to the side, and some more are going to spill out. They just start jumping this railing like it's nothing. Like no tomorrow, they're jumping this railing. 4 of them spill out, and one of them attacks Yazo with a scimitar, screaming as they're fighting. The other 3 all try to hack into you, Millhouse. Miss. Miss. And whoosh, one of them catches you. Alright, you cast shield. Scimitar bounces straight off you and flies back into the air.
I don't care if I have to use a level 2 spell slot. There's nothing hitting Millhouse.
Okay, use the 2nd level slot for that. Alright, now the Cholton thugs. Okay, some of them are starting their turns in Spirit Guardians. Well, actually all of them are. The 3 of them are. Yep, 3 of them are in there. Alright, this guy managed to resist. He's not too badly hurt, and the ones that fail, they're not bloodied either. They seem to be able to tolerate the Spirit Guardians okay for now. This guy and this guy, they both move back, and they both fire their heavy crossbows at you, Avon. And it's advantage and disadvantage because of pack tactics.
Do I have any cover?
Yeah, you've got half cover from this guy. And that half cover actually saves you because it's an 18. And meanwhile, this guy, he moves 10, 20, 30. He rushes you, Avon, and tries to bludgeon you with his mace. Advantage and disadvantage. He crits you. Poof! He clocks you over the head with the mace for 12 bludgeoning damage, a heavy blow. And he'll make a 2nd attack on you. And he hits you for another 4 as well.
Oh, Guardians is gone.
Hefty blow knocks away the Spirit Guardians. And that's it for the thugs.
It'll help here.
Jasmine.
Yeah, I got you, I was about to say, got you, Jasmine. Got you, Avon. I sling my. No, just drop my arrow. Not my arrows. My bow where I am. Draw both my short swords and bum rush the thug.
Do you have the dual will defeat?
No.
You're only going to be able to draw 1 weapon this turn then.
Okay.
You can draw another short sword next round. Did you want to transfer your hunter's mark onto someone as well?
Yeah.
Who are you attacking firstly? This guy? So you're doing the hunter's mark on him?
Yep.
Alrighty. That hits. And another 1d6. There's a if you look below your attacks, Jasmine, there's a checkbox that says Hunter's Mark. If you check that, it'll do the Hunter's Mark damage automatically when you roll as well, if you want.
Yeah.
All right, you catch him with the short sword, and they're fairly tough. These thugs, still standing. 2nd attack. Did you want to do your 2nd attack? Oh, there we go. That hits. Alright, you stab him again and he's bloodied now. He's starting to stagger around. Yazo.
Alright, so I want to do a template, but it's going downwards.
What are
I'll just
you...
leave it up to you.
Well, what are
Colour
you...
spray.
I've got a
Yeah, throw a
template for
load of-
color spray. Alright,
I think if I go there, I'll get the most of them. But
you'll hit Millhouse if you do it like that.
that's okay. I say, Millhouse, close your eyes.
Okay. Alright, it's a 15-foot cone. Oh, that's prismatic spray. I might have to use the burning hands because I think this one's way too big.
Woo!
Yeah, it ain't that big. Alright, I'll give you the burning hands template. Yeah, you can actually hit everyone. That's a good, actually, probably one of the best cones you'll ever get. Like, oops.
Yeah.
Like that. And we'll make it pretty pink color. Bam. Alright, you just spray all these scintillating colors over everyone here. And roll 60-10. They're affected in ascending order. So lowest hit points to highest hit points. And we'll do closest to furthest away. So this guy and this guy are affected. They just start screaming, my eyes, my eyes! And they're blinded.
So, got myself stunned. Step away then. I'm going to grab the wheel. I'm done.
Do you want to sure you don't want to cast Mage Hand first to grab the wheel?
I'll just grab it with my own Mage Hand later.
Alright. You leave two of them blinded. Until the spell ends. That's concentration too, that one. Is it? No.
I don't know.
It's just one round. Okay. Alright. Yep, we've got two of them blinded. And over to Millhouse.
Millhouse will cast Fairy Fire.
Where do you want to throw that one down?
All over here. So I think it should be able to get all of them.
It's not that big. 20 foot.
No.
I'll give you the template so you can move it around.
I can get most of them.
Yeah, 4x4. So maybe there or something.
Yep.
Happy with that one?
There.
So you want to hit it right?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, very good.
What's
and
your...
that would be slot again. DC's 15.
15. Alright, what color do you want to highlight them?
Blue.
Okay. Well, 3 of them now are glowing blue. Letting off a little bit of dim light. Alright, all attacks on them have advantage. So, a bandit, a thug, and the Eye of the Deep. Self-proclaimed Eye of the Deep. Are all glowing blue with the fairy fire.
And Steel Body will heal himself.
Okay, he starts licking himself with this metallic tongue. And that somehow repairs himself.
And let's give disadvantage to some of these crossbow boys up here.
The bandit swings a scimitar at the Steel Defender and whoosh, hits the dog for 2 damage.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Brent.
Okay, so first I would like to say to Petra, go for it and give her bardic inspiration. So that's a D8, I think you can use. Yeah. And then I'll go downstairs to somewhere, I think about here, so I can use my. Can I use my crossbow again, or do I need to reload?
You when you shoot it, you reload it at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Unless you've got something to suppress the reloading time.
Yeah, when you it has the loading property, so when you're firing, you're grabbing a bolt and slamming it in there.
Also,
Okay.
sorry to butt in just quickly, but this guy should also be blue.
He is. Is he not blue for you?
He's not blue for me.
Oh,
No.
I changed him blue, but he didn't change. But I'll give him the red dots as well for advantage, disadvantage. Oh, what's going on with his token? It's not even registering. All right, who are you? Oh, you're attacking that guy. The blue-
Yeah, the Eye of the Deep.
Oh, the Eye of the Deep. All right, hit.
Cool.
All right, the bolt just glances the deceptive woman.
Okay. So it does do some damage.
Yeah, that ice that was protecting her has actually gone away. But yeah, she doesn't seem to resist it in any way.
Okay, cool. I think that's it. So, I end my turn.
All right, she cackles some more. Feel the ice and the waves. I am the daughter of the ocean. She holds up her hands and all of this swirling frost energy shoots her once more.
Oh, I thought you were going to say kind of cold appear.
No, not a grain of gold. But she does have this protective icy layer covering her. Avon.
Okay. I will dodge. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon bonus and attack this guy on me.
And this is the thug just ducks directly underneath it. Ryan.
Is she holding a weapon?
No. She's unarmed. You're trying to kill an old unarmed lady.
Alright.
That
Well-
arm is very strong.
It is a strong arm.
Yeah, I don't want to get hurt by ice again.
If you're a bear, this wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
You could say you're not afraid of ice.
I did say that. I did say it. I'm gonna attack her. I'm about to take 30 points of damage. So I have advantage on her from the
Yeah,
Verify,
yeah.
so this won't be reckless. This will just be 3 claws at her.
Whoosh, you hit her, and it freezes the hell out of your arm. You take 15 points of cold damage.
He killed himself.
Oh my arm is strong, she says as she looks at her arms in bewilderment. The power!
Second attack.
That's another hit. Well, it's a crit, actually. Alright, you just grab her by the neck and just claw her straight into her face. You take another 15 cold damage, and you watch as that layer of ice also disappears, and you kind of scrape through her flesh slightly, too.
And last attack.
It's another hit, whoosh, and you slash her some more. She's very tough, and she still doesn't even look bloody.
The claw of the land will slice through your water. I don't know, my Christmas innate.
You are a troubled young man. Petro.
I will get up. Is this guy in range of me or?
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of you standing there.
You get advantage on these ones.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get hit. I'm gonna go back one, so he gets an attack of opportunity.
He will swing at your feet. Alright, you do have half cover against this. Because you are a bit higher than him and there's stuff in the way. Miss.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15. I'm shooting at the hag with Eldritch Blast.
What did you call me?
She's a hag.
Miss.
So 25.
25.
Oh yeah, she's still got the fairy fire. That definitely hits her. It slams into her and knocks her back a little bit. That's another hit. Ah! She screams and she kind of looks injured now.
And I will. Nah, I'm gonna stay up.
This bandit is going to try and grab you, Avon. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. He sees you jumping around, so he tries to stop you.
Okay. I don't know. Forget that +2.
Okay. And he kind of grabs onto your hand and you just slip out of his grip. This guy up here at the bow is going to attack the still defender with his scimitar. And it takes 3 damage. The 2 blind bandits attack Millhouse at disadvantage, just trying to swing into his general direction. And they cross swords. And then they also both hit each other's blades at each other. Whoops, I did like crossbow attacks, but the scimitar is basically the same. It's the same attack roll +3.
Still be disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe they do use their crossbows, who knows? Alright, then there's the 2 that are not blinded. One of them breaks away from you, Millhouse. And he's going to jump over the railing in spite of you. You get an opportunity attack if you wish. It is difficult terrain, so 15, 20, 25. He's running up towards the stern, and you try to punch him, and it doesn't work. He then tries to push Yazo overboard. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check, Yazo.
It can't be done. You can't push people overboard.
No, Yazo.
It's true. He kind of just falls over before he even gets to you.
The mage hand raises itself.
25. This guy
Hold him onto the wheel.
emerges, jumping over the railing. There's one more below deck. So he comes up, jumps over the railing, and as he jumps over the railing, he tries to fly kick Millhouse with his scimitar. I don't know how that works, but there you go. Miss. And then there's this guy who will also attack Millhouse with a scimitar. That misses. The Cholton thugs. There are 3. Alright, one of them does not like being fairy fired. So this guy is going to shoot at Millhouse with his light crossbow. He has, sorry, heavy crossbow. He has advantage because of pack tactics. Sorry, this guy, I meant. Here we go. It's a miss. Then the one engaged with a still defender draws a mace and attacks. At advantage. Miss. And it hits the still defender for 4 bludgeoning. And this guy is going to attack Jasmine at advantage with pack tactics. Swings the mace and hits for 3 bludgeoning. And also continues swinging towards Avon. Misses. Jasmine, the mace also causes you to drop concentration on your hunter's mark. And you're up.
Okay. I draw my other one. My other short sword. So, first of all,
Miss.
offhand.
Hit. won't get the hunter's mark, but you hit him for 6 damage, and that thug is almost dead.
Yeah, I just even though he doesn't understand me if I curse in another language, so I just curse in another language.
You've got one more attack too, because you got 2 attacks, and then with 2 weapon fighting, you got a third one with bonus action. And that hits.
Whoops, I'll take that off.
You kill him, or did you want to knock him out?
Nah, he gave me problem from the get-go, so off him.
You've just plunged the short sword into him, and he hits the ground dead.
And for my movement, I'll just shuffle around a bit to give Avon advantage on his next turn.
There, we don't do flanking. So it won't give him advantage.
Oh, well, in that case, so I was there, so that's 5. I just get up here a bit, but
He will opportunity attack you then. And he misses. Alright, Yazu.
Okay, I'll move to here.
He's gonna swing. And he hits you for 4 slashing.
Okay, oh, wrong. Can I dodge that?
Right, 2 damage instead. He cut your beard slightly.
And then I'm gonna
the beard.
stab this one, non-lethally.
Crit.
Is he still? He's still.
Yeah, he's
non-lethally?
blinded until the end of this turn. You try to do it non-lethally, but it's not very non-lethal when you sneak attack him for 17 points of damage. That instantly kills him. You hit him with the pommel, but it's so hard it just it absolutely just destroys his face, and it snaps his neck.
Then splash the northern one.
Okay, a bit of fire splashes on. Alright, what's going on there with those damages?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll just disengage. I'll move back there.
There's like extra fire damage in there for some reason. Anyway,
No, so
he takes 3 damage, 3 splash damage from the fire. I'm gonna fix that
I'll disengage and go there.
macro up for you because it's rolling too many dice.
I'm done.
How much is the splash damage? Is it just it's 1d8, right?
I think so.
Okay, you've got 1d8 plus 2 there for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
You did this.
Oh, it's not correct. I fixed it up. Alright, Millhouse.
Alright. Millhouse is about to tank some hits.
This guy's not blinded anyway, anymore as well.
Maybe he won't tank hits now. This time Millhouse is going to use his dagger. No, on the yellow one, because I don't trust I'll be able to kill.
That hits him, and you almost kill him. You embed the dagger into his neck. Blood trickles down him, but he remains standing. And you twist the dagger, and he collapses, dead. Or are you knocking him out?
Knock him out.
Alright, you just whack him instead and put him to sleep. Non-lethally.
I miss having a real weapon. And Dog will just heal himself again. So this is 2 out of 3.
Okay, it keeps on licking itself and it's repairing it rapidly. Okay, Bryn.
So, let's see. I was thinking maybe I could. There's a wisdom save now. That won't work. I'll just do some vicious mockery on the Eye of the Deep. Let me see. I have to go. The core thing.
It should. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There'll be one in the attack. Alright, you try to mock her, but your words fall on deaf ears.
Yeah. That seems likely. Do I do anything with my bonus action? I could try to do a healing word for Orion. Can I do a cantrip and a spell?
Yeah.
In the same turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you do a bonus action spell, you can do a cantrip too.
Okay, cool. I'll do it at, let me see, yeah, first level would still work. Ah.
Good roll.
Also 8 points. Yeah. Again. That's it.
Alright, she cackles some more. This isn't over, she says. And she provokes an attack of opportunity from you, Orion. Because she jumps over the side of the ship.
Can you do a shove as an opportunity attack?
No.
Can I do a grapple?
No. Only a attack. Melee weapon attack. Can't be a grapple though. Alright, it's a miss. You swing at her and miss.
Well, I have
That's a
advantage, right?
17.
Oh yeah, well, you slice her. Yeah, slash into her. It's not enough to put her down. And she's just got bloodied. And she transforms. She turns into this serpent. As she like jumps off the ship, she turns into a serpent composed of water. It's about 15 feet long. And she basically just blends in with the water as she jumps overboard. And swims away at an alarmingly quick pace, disappearing into the dark depths of the ocean below. And all of the Cholton's eyes widen like they've never seen that before. And they look around and they see many defeated, the captain dead, the Eye of the Deep not presiding over them anymore, and
Yeah, look at me. Look
they
at me.
yield. We are the crew now. We were always the crew, but now we are your crew. Look at us. We are the crew now, they say.
So I have them toss the dead bodies at least off, and the ones that are still living, I'll have them pile them up in the.
They're not going to throw off their fellows.
Well, whatever they do with their fellows, really.
Yeah, they'll probably want to give them like a burial at sea. All right, we're going to take a 10-minute break now. Anyway, I'll see you guys back soon, and I'll tally up the experiences and whatnot too.
I'm looking forward to level 6. That's going to happen. Probably next day. That'll happen.
Maybe.
She was definitely worth 3,000 experience for each of us.
Makes sense.
Well, isn't it only 13,000?
I thought it was 16.
It's 14. We're at 11,066.
I'm probably going to make a move now because I'm super tired, so I'll leave a message in the chat for Seb.
Yeah, we'll let her know.
Alright. Well, see you next week, man.
Cool. Chill out.
See ya.
So, Bryn, how do you like your first session with us so far?
Oh, it was fun. I like it. And how do you like having me?
I hate you.
Okay, great. Then I'll stay.
You're great. Don't listen to him. He's just jealous. He wanted that bardic inspiration.
Right. You didn't even use it.
No, I haven't. No.
Thanks for the heal, though. That helps.
I know. I heard there was some extra healing needed, so.
We'll never say no to extra healing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So shit, considering we just lost our cleric. Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed-
Oh, cool. So
Go ahead, sorry.
there will be a 10-minute break, and then we'll play some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll play until 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. What time zone?
Oh, I mean, that's fair. We're international.
We still have an hour and like
And change.
Right.
an hour and 30
2 hours.
minutes, an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll have a bathroom break then.
Man, we are. I can't feel we're severely under-equipped.
Dude, I'm with you. We have no magic items.
Well, we have one magic item, but it would have destroyed the ship if Milhouse would have used.
Yeah.
I want to go to the mine so much because if there's a dragon there, and if we get lucky and manage to kill it,
Jesus.
I reckon we can take on a young adult.
Yeah, they're only CR10.
Come on. You remember how well on the ice castle
Oh, Jesus.
flying you up there to take pot shots at it?
That thing was fantastic. Sorry, that fight was amazing. It was the
Yeah.
other white dragon that was awful.
So I wasn't there for that.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the one that wiped us.
Yeah, Seb was just shocked we actually managed to kill it before it
Yeah,
flew.
that was great.
But either it was going to die or we were going to die.
Well, it ran away, right? And you had fly cast on you or something, and you, like, carried me
Yeah,
up.
I carried you out. But
Oh,
then if we
that's
didn't
great.
kill it, it would have just turned around and killed us.
Yeah,
Straight away.
definitely.
But yeah, if there is a dragon there we can manage to kill, like, surely there'll be some weapons there.
Yeah, but, man.
Just think of it like the Hobbit, and yeah.
I don't have any magic invisibility rings. But more closer to what we're doing now that we have the ship, we have a ship, but there's like another ship we're supposed to get that is the ship of the captain that we made a deal with. So, are you guys thinking we should like sail this back to the thing, take a rest, and then go out after the other one?
Well, if we have because if this is the boat we found when he told us where it was, and I know it's metagaming. No, I'm not going to metagame. But yeah, this is the boat that he told us where it was. So I don't like our chances of finding another boat out in the middle of the ocean.
That's a good call. He gave us directions for both boats,
Both.
but this is where his boat should have been, I think.
Yeah, it was the wrong boat. So, what do we do about that?
I guess we take it back into the port and then say what gives and go
Right.
from there.
They
Do
probably
Do we risk a long rest out at sea, or?
The problem is that we kind of did a mutiny thing, so I'm not sure if we should long rest at.
No, I mean this Eye of the Deep could come back, right?
That's a good point. That would suck.
Also, it is not really this terrible that we killed this many of the crew because it was not his crew, right?
Different crew.
Cool.
The safest thing might be to go back to port just so we don't get attacked by the Eye of the Deep again.
Exactly, and take the ship, of course.
Yeah, of course. And then we'd be like, hey, here's a ship. We'll go after your ship in a second. Give us 8 hours.
Right.
Yeah, because I only have one.
We don't really have a whole lot of time to be sleeping around, though.
Yeah, but I have one first level spell. Okay.
We should rest.
Yeah.
How long did he say that the trip from Jahaka Bay to Omu would be? A 10-day?
I think less.
I don't know. I was present when he said that. I don't know.
Yeah, this was last session.
And then I wasn't.
I think it was less.
Gotcha. All right, well, we can pull this off as long as we don't have to go to somewhere else after Omu.
Right. My character has like 3 numbers with it. One is for hit points, and the other one is, I think, for armor class. But the third one, I don't know exactly.
I believe it's passive perception.
Sorry?
I believe it's passive perception.
Oh, right, of course. It was a 13. It could be the number of spells I have, because my passive perception is 15. But I don't know. Could also be my DC, but that's also 15, not 13. I'll check later. Of course, I can now not check my character anyway. So, any of your characters are they still around from the first part of this campaign, or are they all second or third characters?
Me and Orion, I believe, are the only ones that are first character.
Okay, cool. Because there's a lot of death, lots of red crosses anyway down there. Right. So when one of your characters dies, and you can make a new one, and that character joins, right? So.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, a couple of those are NPCs.
All right, but they were helping for our cause, right? So.
Yep.
So they were friends. So what's up with the goat?
The goat is... We came across a Cyclops, and Orion decided he wanted... Well, we decided we didn't want to fight it, and Orion decided he wanted to trade for the... So he traded shiny thing for goat and a horn.
Cool. So we have a goat.
It was a magic horn, first of all. It was totally worth it.
Okay, as long as it wasn't a magic goat.
Well, we haven't cast detect magic on it or anything, so there's no way of knowing.
I could do that.
Figure out if it's a magic goat.
Yeah. We'll see.
Have we gotten any experience today?
Not yet. He said he would do it when he gets back.
So leveling up works on how much experience we get from not slaying creatures, right? It's
Or
more
like how
experience.
you handle encounters. And you get experience for killing things, but you get the same experience if you can figure out other ways of not killing them.
Right. Okay, because most of the time when you play something like this Tomb of Annihilation, it's most of the time it's story hooks when you get level up, right? But you guys don't do that. It's just experience.
It's just experience. We're not a milestone.
Yeah, we're doing experience point leveling. I find it works good for this campaign. And
Right.
we play with we're playing like hard mode basically. So death saves are 15 or higher, and in return you get an extra 10% experience points.
Ah, okay.
And
Death
yeah,
saves
you
are
get experience
15.
points.
That explains a lot of crosses. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, you get them for overcoming an encounter. You don't necessarily have to kill stuff to get it.
Also,
Right.
avoid gravity as much as possible.
Yeah, I saw that. Lots of casualties by gravity. Okay. So I'll also have to keep some healing spells just in case someone fails their death saves at first.
Yeah, most of the time, all the deaths in this campaign, people are like falling like 500 feet because like climb up a mountain or
End of
something.
story. Yeah.
I can cast the Spare the Dying cantrip as a bonus action from 30 feet away. I think we're gonna be good on death saves. I hope.
Okay, so
All right.
for that encounter, you guys get 500 experience, and this includes the extra 10%. And for rescuing Dragonbait and Hugh, it's another 275.
Okay. Do we have to put that somewhere on our character sheet?
Yeah, you can track it. Usually,
you
someone
track-
will post the total that we're on, like that,
Ah, cool.
and everyone's always on the same amount. And then everyone will always have different amounts for some reason.
I took the bigger one.
I don't think you. You're right.
I don't think that's right.
I trust the bigger one.
Just in the bigger number. Does anyone who has 11066? Who else has that?
Have 11066.
All right, that's correct then.
Whoops.
That's the way you figure it out. If more than one person has that amount, I don't really
Okay.
keep track of it.
Cool. So we should talk together, guys, about our amounts of experience points, and then just two of us say something that's higher than the other.
It would be the correct one because I transmuted the numbers, I believe, or did.
We're like, wait, how did you guys get to level 20 in 2 sessions? That's not right.
Yeah, just kidding, of course.
So we are at 11,841.
Okay, so this battle's over. All these 1 minute spells have gone down. I'll presume you dropped the fairy fire as well. They've all lowered their weapons and whatnot. There are about 10 dead crew members. But we'll kind of skip over this next bit. We don't have to go into great detail, but kind of what Petra was saying. They will, they submit to you guys, and they do give these fallen pirates a burial at sea. Basically, there are 4 rowboats below decks. They put all the bodies. They almost do like a Viking funeral. They put all the bodies in a rowboat, but they don't light it on fire. They just push it out to sea.
They do know that they might be feeding the Eye of the Deep now, right?
Just quickly, Seb, I don't know if anybody's told you yet, but Yazo headed off.
Oh yeah, I heard him. Yeah, he was saying he was feeling sick. Yeah.
Also, before they send the captain off, did he have anything on?
Yeah. So Captain Elok Jaharwan. He they can tell you a little bit about him. One of the Choltons. They don't speak much common, but they speak enough to communicate with you guys. All right. Actually, Elok, he doesn't really have there's no real treasure on this ship, unfortunately. He literally just had his clothing and this large wooden mallet. But yeah, this guy, he'll do like the talking on behalf of the crew. He's the first mate. He says, Well, actually, he's not the first mate. He's the new first mate. The first mate was Mad Kalita. Me not speak much common, but me can tell you, Captain Elok, he no funny. He was first mate 1 year ago of this ship, and he did mutiny. He took other captain, and he throw him overboard, feed him to the sharks. We never like him. He big bully. He tried to make himself king of the pirates. He also treat us very, very badly. Not give us much food. He take all the treasures. He never give us any. And he give the treasures to the people on the big island. What you will do with us? The big one. What you call it? Farun. Farun?
Faerun, but close enough.
Faerun. He take all the treasures there. He not give us any. He meet with the flaming soldiers. And he listen to the sea witch.
So the Sea Witch, was he part of the was she part of the crew, or was that somebody that the Flaming Fist had come?
He met her at the big castle. She was talking to him. She give him ideas to throw other captain overboard before he was captain. Now we see him. He just a pig monster. And she is Sea Witch. But you are the captain now. What would you have us do?
We should pull up anchor and start heading towards the...
Go back to Anchorage, but other pirates will not be happy when they see you. Will fight you.
We've already dealt with them.
Oh. You are from Faerun? You are against the flaming soldiers?
We are not in good terms with them, I believe.
Oh. So, we can sail back, but too many crew dead to sail any further. Okay? We will go back to port.
Yes.
Do
Very
you know where
bad
the other
storm.
ship is?
Well,
Huh?
does it look like the storm's gonna clear some?
Emerald Eye?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, we swap. We are going up and down the coast, looking for other ships. We see the ship, and we take it. We take their treasures and give to flaming soldiers. It go away. It not come back for many days now. It is far. 1 league at least.
How long would it take for us to travel that on a boat?
No, we cannot. Not enough crew to sail.
Okay.
That will make us dead.
Right. So we'll wait for the storm to pass. Let's rest up, and then we'll head back.
I thought we were leaving straight away in case.
We can make back. Not far.
It's-
Take 10 minutes. We can sail. Short distance.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, they pull up the rowboat. And yeah, they work the sails and whatnot. You need 20 crew to sail one of these ships, but you've got enough to at least get back. And let me just gather up everyone's tokens.
I try to help out. I have 5 days of experience. Scrubbing floors.
The deck of the ship is the cleanest you've ever seen it. But you've literally only just seen it now, so
You can't call this the poop deck no longer.
you don't have much for reference. It's clean. All right,
Okay, cool.
it's as clean can be. All right, you guys have just anchored off here. These ships are too large to actually pull in any closer, but there's a lot of coral reef here and whatnot. And this dotted line that you got, well, it looks like everyone's overboard. Maybe I shouldn't have put you guys overboard. This dotted line on the map is like the roof of and beginnings of this sea cave. You guys can jump in the boat, and I'll just move you guys back to the pier. A few of these guys, actually, they're basically just going to stay on this ship now, unless you specifically tell them otherwise.
No, I'll have them stay on the ship and rest up.
Okay. I'll move you guys back to the pier. Back to the jetty. And Yazo will stay on the ship to keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't do anything dodgy. Like, say that they're the captain now and try and take the ship. Alright. You guys row over and meet back with Captain Zarum. There we go. Oops. Apparently everyone disappears.
We're still next to the cell right now, too.
Oh, wait. Are you on the map twice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you? Look over and you see horror as there are doppelgangers.
That's okay. Double L's is fine.
Alright, everyone's a simulacrum. Alright, Captain Zarum has his arms crossed and he comes to meet you here. He helps like tie off the boat and whatnot.
So, you're all alive? How did it go?
Your information was a bit wrong.
Of course.
It was a different ship.
Your life.
What do you mean, a different ship?
It was a Dragon Fang.
Ah, shit, I forgot. Yeah. I forgot what moon it was. They swapped stations. Damn it, that means the Emerald Eye's out there. What? We have the Dragon Fang and the Sturge now.
Yeah, but they don't have enough to crew the ship. We had to. The captain, after he went down, the hag that was on the ship took over and decided that she wanted to become
She was captain now.
and it caused us to kill a little bit more men than what was necessary.
But they weren't your men, so that's fine, right?
Was there, that's good. I don't really care too much. Never really cared much for Captain Elock. Never saw a smile once from him. No sense of humor.
And I'll presume that you fill him in on like the Sea Witch and that he was a werebore and whatnot.
Yeah, that she escaped, so she might be coming back.
You might have headed to the Emerald Eye to warn him. Sea bitch. But, by my account, with these scoundrels and cutthroats, this poor excuse of a crew, and with the ones left on the Dragon Fang, we should have enough to man the vessel. And we could pursue the Emerald Eye and seize her.
That's not what we're doing. We're going to the island now. And you're going to take us.
Ha! 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 That's not part of the deal, boyo. We was meant to get the Emerald Eye.
We just gave you 2 ships and enough crew for at least one of them. We're not wasting time chasing after a ship that's God knows where. Take us to the island.
I must be a god then, 'cause I know where's it is.
Where is it?
You said that last time.
Well, we have a bit of a system, you see. Come into me office, and I'll show you on me map.
In his defense, there's only one ship left, so he could not point out the wrong one.
Process of elimination. You'll eventually capture every ship in existence. Okay, he has a map, nowhere near as detailed as this one. It kind of, it shows the basic formation of Cholt, all the coastline, but mainly the detail is Jahaka Bay and the Mist Cliff and the Bay of Cholt and Fort Balurion, this is like the Flaming Fist outpost here. I just hide everyone's tokens on the maps. Been a bit of lag on Roll20 lately. So this is where you guys are here at Jahaka Anchorage, and he just says,
You see, what we does is we have one ship always in the anchorage, one anchored about a mile off the coast, and the other one, she skirts up and down the Jahaka Bay like this, tries to capture any ships coming along. You're not making an out of here without encountering the Emerald Eye anyway, boys. It's hardly a detour. And then, once a month, the Brazen Pegasus will come by. That's the Flaming Fish ship. She can't fight, but she's quick. If she comes across us, she'll have a good chance to escape. But she's not a hunter. At worst, she'll tell the Flaming Fist of what has happened, and I'll welcome them bastards to come here and show them what for. Ain't no pussy like that other Captain Fancy Pants.
And how long ago was the Flaming Fist ship around?
She shouldn't be due for at least 10 days, so we should be fine. But that Fancy Pants, he does have a sending stone that he uses to speak to the Duke, the Ara Porter. So there's a good chance that she'll be... she's one of the Dukes from Boulder's Gate.
Oh.
She's in charge of Fort Balurion. She's the one that organizes all this. There's a good chance that she'll be informed, but even if they're to send a ship, that's 20 leagues away from here. It'll be 5 or 6 days tops before they'll reach us, so we need to act within the next day or two. And you seem to be in a rush. And I'm a man of business as well. And he takes off his coat that is filled full of glittering gems. And he hands it to you guys.
Oh. That's surprising.
Here's your payment. And as he takes it, he slices it in two. And he takes half for himself. Half now, half when the job's done and I'm sitting on the helm of the Emerald Eye. Quiche?
Very well.
Is that quiche?
Sure.
Good.
And Bosco says, you mean capiche?
Yeah.
Alright, so half of his coat is worth 375 GP. Who's got the party
You
loot?
guys have- Yeah. Does someone know?
I do. Do I?
I think I do.
I'm carrying everything, but I'm not keeping
Yeah,
track
but
of it.
I think I'm tracking.
Okay. Yeah, there's a party loot, so basically all the loot goes in there, and when you guys want to do shopping, you can split it. But there's not going to be much chance for shopping by the looks of things, because the nearest town is Port Nyanzaru, and it's quite far away. But there it is. And yeah, you're on that Petra.
So we have 2,000 copper pieces. Awesome.
So, Captain, here's the plan as you've described it. We're going to take one of these boats, go out to here, and take your ship back.
Boat?
And your ship, sorry.
That's more like it.
Take your ship back, and then, without returning to the anchorage, you're going to take us to the island we want to go to, yeah?
Aye.
Alright. Do you know how long it'll be from the bay to this island? And I'll point it out on the map.
We can cover about 100 miles a day. A bit more if the wind is doing us a favor.
So, what's that?
5 days.
By the looks of it.
Alright. Well, let's get it done then.
Of course.
Well,
You
for
told-
now, I want to rest for the night. It's already late, and the ale from before and everything has been enough.
We're gonna go get Hugh and that out of the cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go back over to the other map. Alright, we can kind of cut ahead a little bit now. Just kind of narrate what happens for the rest of the night. You guys rejoice. You save Hugh and Dragonbait. Captain, like it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or something at the moment now too, so everyone's quite tired, and it's basically everyone just hits the hay. There are rooms in the ship that you guys can sleep in. You're basically going to be sleeping in hammocks. But the crew of all ships and the patrons of Bosco's Bilge, everyone just basically retires for the night. Everyone gets a good rest. Everyone take a long rest as well. Fill up on hit points, spell slots. Get back 2 hit dice if you're not already full. And we'll cut to the next morning. Okay, you guys wake up a little bit later than usual because you went to bed so late. But everyone had a good rest, nevertheless. And I just checked the weather for today. And move the day over. Alright, it's when you wake up, it's hot and humid. There's you see this Jahaka Anchorage, like you guys emerge from wherever you're sleeping, and you look out to just see this glistening blue ocean leading out to the horizon as far as the eye can see. Some natural columns of rock supporting the 60-foot high cove, and yeah, it's very hot, very humid today. You guys are already sticky, and there's you're basically just eating your own rations because you don't trust the food here. It's day 64. You're low on rations. You've only got a 10-day. Basically only got a 10-day of rations. But when you let that be known, when that fact is known by Captain Zarum, he offers to help you guys out. And he says that they've got some food supplies in the warehouse. So they can give you a month's worth of food as well. And you guys
Please.
Great.
feel like you've definitely got some sort of thing going with these pirates now.
Wait, where's the goat?
Oh yeah. Where's my goat?
The goat was actually in the warehouse as well. They say, here's your rations, and they hand you the goat. There's your 30 days rations. Yeah, they had the goat captured in the warehouse as well. Alright, so you've got enough food now for up to 105 days. So Syndra will be dead by then. So you don't want to hopefully use all that. Syndra is like basically everyone's employer. She's offering rare magic items to every member of an adventuring party that can try and solve the problem of this death curse. So that would also extend to you, Bryn, if you can find out where this death curse is coming from.
Okay. Well, I feel motivated.
Yeah, a rare magic item of your choosing is the reward.
Yeah, I guess we do take a second to fill in Bryn and be like, hey, do you want to join our adventuring team and join the super extremely dangerous mission in exchange for a magic item?
Sure, why not?
Great.
I mean, there's not much people that I can entertain here.
We're off to kill a lich.
Well, you seem like a capable group. I think I can add something here.
Alright, when you guys are ready, you'll everyone starts to board the Dragon Fang. And you take with you guys 20 crew.
Just out of character real quick, because it's been about 10 or so days since Jasmine and Avon joined, and they had, well, Jasmine had a vast of bug repellent, and would have been like 10 or so days. So each vast have about 10 days, no, 20 days of applications. So how many days would you say in total would have been using it?
It's shared throughout the entire party, so the insect repellent, it lasts until day 75.
Okay.
They don't have that stuff to top you guys up with, unfortunately.
Well, I had the extra blocks of incense. Did that count as a bug? I believe you said that counted as bug repellent. I had 4.
No, the incense is just nice smelling. It's not bug repellent though. And the bug repellent is not just incense. It's like an ointment that you rub on your skin during the day, and then an incense that you burn at night. Yeah, to keep the bugs away from biting you guys. Okay, so
A bad thing or a really bad thing if the bugs bite?
you can get diseased. There's a lot of things in the jungle that can kill you. A lot of diseases and stuff.
Okay, but it's normal bad, not something magical extra bad.
No, it's just it's not a magical thing. It's just like, you know, there are various diseases and that sicknesses.
Do we need it if we're out at sea?
D&D sicknesses. No. You won't need it at sea. Only for the jungle.
Ah, interesting. That will save us some days.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to presume the goat, Hugh and Dragonbait will stay behind. They still need to recover. So you guys go with Captain Zarum and 20 good sailors. 20 crew. They're just all going to be represented in one token.
Hold up, sorry. I thought the plan was to, once we take the emerald, I forgot the name of it, to go directly from taking it to the island. So we'll need Dragonbait and Hugh with us. Because I don't think we're planning on coming back to the anchorage.
You'll have to go back to the anchorage.
Darn.
To
resupply.
Yeah, resupply, and they need to send their men back. I mean, it's a day. It's going to be an extra day onto your journey.
Alright.
Alright, So with that, you guys all board the Dragon Fang, which is a sailing ship. It has a ballista and a mangonel. And right, you've got 20 crew sailing it, and the captain will be doing the sailing and whatnot. He'll be doing the steering, and he has his officers and whatnot. You guys are just basically extra luggage that he's taken, and obviously you're going to be doing the fighting. Alright, did anyone want to do any preparations or say anything before you guys head out into the ocean to go and capture a ship?
I'm just changing my spells.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Yeah, you can prepare different spells at the end of a long rest.
I suppose they don't have an armory of arrows or something.
They have, like, they don't really have an armory. Well, they have an armory. It's supply of weapons and armor. It's for the crew though. There's I'll describe all the different rooms. There's the main deck. It has a mangonel, a 10-foot square hatch that leads to the lower deck, and some railing, 3-foot high railing around its perimeter. I'll go on to the actual sea map so you guys can check out the ship. So main deck, and then there's officers' quarters, a captain's quarters, a room for siege weapon ammunition. There are supplies like tools, barrels of tar, rope, extra material to repair sails and whatnot. There's a forecastle that has a ballista on it. The quarter deck where the wheel is, that's where the captain is now. There's an oar deck with 22 benches built into the lower deck, each with a 20-foot long oar. A privy, a medical cabin with bandages, balms, tonics, jars of leeches and stuff like that. Treat injuries from combat, sailing mishaps. A guest cabin and a brig. It's meant for long journeys. That's where you'll be staying if you're going to be traveling long for like 5 days or whatever. You do notice there are also sets of manacles attached to each bed, suggesting that these would have been your beds had you had originally been captured by the pirates. Then there's a hold that houses passengers and cargo. This is where you'll be waiting while you're sailing. There are crates and barrels of food and water and other supplies. And there is an armory that basically has their crossbows, built-in weapon and armor racks. They only wear, light armor, leather armor, because if you fall in the ocean in medium or heavy armor, then you're in trouble. The ship has, that's gone on some major renovations.
If they've got a stud leather armor to spare, I'll doff off my scale armor and switch into that.
Yeah, they've got. They don't have actually studded leather. They only have leather armor.
Yeah. Either or, I'll still.
Yeah, you can. They'll give you leather armor, provided you give it back to them.
Yeah.
It's on loan. All right, there are different components of the ship as well, and each of the different components can be attacked. The helm, the sails, the ballista, and the mangonel. And there's a character sheet for this ship, which I'm gonna give you guys too. The Dragon Fang. Let me just. So we're going to be doing like a bit of ship combat for this next segment. Basically, the ship has its own initiative, and you guys have your own initiative as well. And then on the ship's turn, that's when like the 20 crew act, and they can take they can take actions depending on how many crew are alive. So you have this character sheet, and Roll20's been a bit slow. There we go. There's a sailing ship stat block. It's got 300 hit points. It can do 120 miles per day. So actually, I lied. You can probably do 120. You probably do even more. You might even get there in 4 days if you're lucky, if the weather's good. And then yeah, it can take 3 actions. Fire the ballista, fire the mangonel, move, and it can also ram another ship, but you're probably not going to be wanting to do that. You can handle up to 30 crew, 20 passengers. You can carry 100 tons. It needs these different components to function. It needs the helm for control. It needs the sails for movement. And then it's got the weapons. They all have hit points and AC. There are like tokens here to keep track of them. Helm, sails, ballista, mangonel. Mangonel's like a giant slingshot with rocks. Like a trebuchet.
Can we ask the captain to compare this ship to his ship and how he expects us to board and attack it?
He says, least damage to me baby, the better. When you're firing them big rocks, try and break the fall of the mangonel rocks with a nice warm body or two. Bonus points if you can take their head clean off their shoulders. It's very similar in its armaments. There'll be ballista bolts and mangonels coming our way. She'll spot us from a ways away, but there is a strange fog that lurks around these areas. We may be able to use it to get up nice and close to her. Try and take out the crew. And not me baby.
So you don't care if the crew jumps off the boat, right?
Wait, we needed to keep the crew alive, right?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Apparently not.
Great. That's awesome.
You're going to have to disable a few of them. They're not me baby. They're extendable too. But if you can get the captain, that's who we really want. That punts. If you take him out, that'll learn him that we're not to be messed with.
You won't have anybody like the hag that we fought yesterday saying that they're the captain and they'll keep on fighting for her.
Oh, they've got all their officers. First mate, bosun, surgeon, and I think they've got a deck wizard too. And no doubt that hag would have swum to them to alert them. So they'll be expecting us. And you should be expecting her. It's not going to take us more than a day to locate their ship. So just sit tight. And you'll know it when it's coming. Got it?
Got it.
Yep,
Alright.
got it.
Alright, you guys then sail for the better half of a day. And it's not just the ship that you have to worry about. There are other hazards in the ocean. Alright, you've sailed out through the morning now, and it's becoming noon. And suddenly the lookout yells out, "Captain! We got some pterodons!"
All men on deck, get the fighters up here! One of them calls out. And you guys run out onto the main deck. All of the crew are like manning the blisters and the mangonel, and they're also below decks, but don't concern yourselves with exactly where they're located too much. If like, obviously pterodactyl's not going to have AoE, but like if you're fighting another ship and you did an AoE and you wanted to target the crew, then basically your spell will kill 1d6 per spell level of their crew. It's kind of simplified that way. Alright, but these are pterodons. There's 9 of them. At first you guys think Terra folk, and they're much smaller. A flock of them are starting to circle around the ship. And they're 60 feet above the ship.
I get out my crossbow.
I'll get up my bow.
Alright.
Don't start taking pot shots.
You guys
Too.
yep, you guys get out, and this will be a nice little practice for you. Alright, if you guys want to use the siege weapons yourselves, you can as well. A mangonel takes 2 actions to load and 2 actions to fire, so it'll take 4 of you to shoot at once. And a blister takes 3 actions.
Okay.
And then
Are
on
the
the ship's turn, yeah, the ship rolls its own initiative. So it goes on initiative count 5. And on the ship's turn, that's when the crew act. That's when you can take the 3 actions. Alright, so a flock of 9 pterodons. They spread out, they look like scavengers. They are flying reptiles. They have quite large wings, 15-foot long wingspan. They're diving down. They must be hungry opportunists, because you guys are looking edible to them. They have very sharp-looking beaks as well. Alright, Avon, you're up first.
I'm gonna take a shot at this one with my longbow.
Alright, that is a direct hit. It clips the Pterodon's wings, and it screeches. Pterodon's wings, sorry. It screeches quite loudly. And, oh, you almost killed it. It's severely injured.
Back a bit.
Alright, this thing swoops at Orion, diving in at him beak first. And it hits? It hits you for 5 piercing damage.
I have my bow out, so I don't have my shield on.
Okay. Alright, these things look like they're going to like fly down and dive back up. But still in the process of doing that, it ends its turn within melee reach. Alright, this one is going to launch itself towards Jasmine. It swoops down and takes a peck. And it bites you for 5 piercing damage, Jasmine. Alright, the captain's not actually in initiative order. He is also part of the crew. Alright, here comes the next pterodon. It's going to swoop down. Yazo will be a part of the crew as well. He likes the steering wheel, so he can be up next to the captain. Like, pterodon comes in at you, Avon. And it misses you. Another pterodon swoops down at Millhouse, and it tries to bite him. It misses. The hungry scavengers start to flood the ship. One of them boldly flies down, swooping in at Bryn, and misses. And Bryn, you're out.
You're muted, I think.
Sorry. So it's now in range of me. So
Yeah.
Can I change to a rapier?
Yeah, you can draw or swap 1 weapon per turn.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of my crossbow. That won't work. And I'll attack it with my rapier.
It hits.
Cool.
The winged beast is flapping its wings at you, trying to bite you. You draw the rapier and start to fend it off. The rapier pierces through its leg. Blood flicks onto the deck. And it looks injured from that.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait, I can use a bardic inspiration, right, on someone.
Sure.
Let's do that. I'll do it at Petra again, because
Okay.
she's up pretty soon. She seems ready to fight.
Finger gun.
And then that's it.
Alright, another pterodon swoops down, trying to bite Avon's ears. They look like a nice wriggly worm. And it misses.
Okay.
Petra.
Right, so gonna use Eldritch Blast, shooting the first ray at this.
Miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to shoot at it again. And I will use the Bardic Inspiration just in case.
Hit. You realize that Bryn wasn't finger gunning you. He was like finger gunning for you to like aim better at the pterodon. He was like actually just pointing at it, saying, "Watch out, it's about to bite your face." So you aim a bit better, and poof, the pterodon is just ripped apart by the Eldritch Blast.
And I will move. Oh, I don't want to move. Right there and enter.
Alright, Yazo is gonna cast Mage Hand and start to steer the ship with the captain. I feel like that's what he would have done. Jasmine.
Okay. I take out my sword and stab at the pterodon that beaked me.
It's actually Pteranodon. I was saying it wrong. I was thinking pterodactyl. Pteranodon. Alright,
Pterodon.
it's a hit. Alright, you catch its wing, making a small incision on its leathery wing. And you hit it again. Alright, you stab it some more and it's quite badly injured. Use your Gloomstalker attack, and that's another hit. And the force damage from that just knocks the pterodon into the ocean. And you've still got another attack if you want to do 2 weapon fighting.
And
Okay.
I don't think I could tell it was the boat's turn. I'm on it.
Okay. I'll. You sure?
I would have been blinded. There was a flash of orange and I went blind for it.
That rune is huge because it's such a large token. Alright. So, the captain, he says, take aim! And that gives. Let me just shift through the layers here. That gives the next attack advantage. And I'll leave it to you guys to decide how you disperse those 3 actions. You can fire the ballista. If you use the mangonel, it can only be. It can't be on any of these creatures. So it has to be either ballista. So basically, you're going to be doing ballista attacks.
I say we do the ballista attack.
Good idea. Or you could sail if you really want. You could move.
We can ram them too.
Can we ram one of these flying creatures?
The ramming
Please say
is,
yes.
is only for another ship. You cannot ram it. Alright, so
We fired the ballista. It takes 3 of our actions.
the ship can take 3 actions.
Oh, okay.
If it has less than 20 crew, which it doesn't, it can only take 2. And if it has less than 10, it can only take 1. At the moment, you've got a full crew, no casualties, so 3 ballista shots. I'll let you guys decide who shoots and what you're shooting. Guys, yeah.
So the captain also count as part of the crew, because then we have 21, right?
Yeah, the captain, yeah, he's a part of the crew. He's he's actually taking a special action called Take Aim, which the captain can do, and that gives the next attack advantage from one of these weapons.
Orion, you do it since you're technically in the ballista. Or where it's located.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this one.
Okay. The crew start working the ballista, and don't even worry about the advantage. That bolt just splits through the Pteranodon, killing it instantly, shooting it straight out of the sky.
And 2 more.
Ha ha ha! You got its head. My favorite thing to kill.
Yep, 2 more.
Heads. Ragda, stay hidden.
Ragnar says. The ballista bolt whizzes on by.
Ah, you're just wasting my harpoons!
The captain scolds the crew. And that's it for the dragon thing.
Ah!
This pterodon swoops down at you, Orion, trying to beat you. It misses. And Millhouse, you're up.
Oh dear. So I didn't realize you could move the ship yourself. I'll attack that pterodon in front of me.
I'll let you know if it's the ship's turn again as well.
Thank you.
In case you're not aware. Alright, you pull out your non-magical scimitar and whoosh, slash at the pterodon. It's looking slightly injured. Swing and a miss. It just beats its wings and dodges you.
And still defend. You've got to be careful here. He'll just come over towards me.
You can put him in the mangonel and fire him. I'll presume he goes around so he doesn't provoke from this pteranodon.
Yeah, I didn't see that one there.
Orion, you got 2 hungry scavengers trying to pick at all of the food that's still in your beard.
Well, I am also hungry, so I will rage and grow my werewolf jaws. And then I'll bite at the northern one.
Miss. That hits, and you just like grab its wing and rip a big chunk out of it. It lets out a big squawk, and it starts to try and fly off because it's so badly injured. You've scared it away.
Delicious.
All right. This pterodon swoops down and tries to peck out the captain's good eye. Gah! Miss. Even.
Okay. I will attack this one. It's all the dead.
Alright, you hear a gong, and its flesh withers. Basically just leaving behind a rotten skeletal frame that gets left behind, splashing into the ocean. Okay, this pterodon, it keeps on poking at you, Orion. It's still doing the same diving motion, and it flies up 30 feet, and it does not provoke opportunity attacks with its flyby. So it's kind of just swooped in, tried to bite, and getting ready to dive in again. This one does exactly the same thing on Avon. Tries to bite him, and it misses. And then it flies up to a height of 30 feet, kind of keeping up with the ship as well. Trying to get some food. And this one's going to do the same thing. It doesn't seem like you've injured it enough for it to retreat or run away just yet. And the cheeky pteranodon takes a bite out of you, Bryn, for 7 piercing damage. Before beating its wings and fluttering up 30 feet above the ship. And Bryn, you're up.
How much damage did you say again?
7.
7, right.
Decent chunk it took out of you.
Okay. So it flew away. So do I get an opportunity attack?
Not against these things. They have a special flyby feature.
Okay, cool. So then I'll switch to my crossbow and try to hit it. Yeah,
Direct hit.
Cool.
And you shoot it out of the sky. Wow! It spirals downwards, splashes into the ocean, and the waves soon engulf it.
And because I don't want to make ladies jealous, I will now do a bardic inspiration on Jasmine.
Sharing the love. You're
Of course.
You're a very smart man.
Yeah.
You must have 20 intelligence. Or wisdom, I'm not sure which one. Maybe both.
It's more charisma, I think.
All 3, maxed.
Sorry, I think understanding women is its own skill.
It's a separate, it's the fabled 7th ability score.
Yeah.
It's an ability none of us have.
Alright, Petra, you're up.
So Eldritch Blast on this one, that's on the captain.
Hit. It bruises the Pteranodon.
And another one towards it.
Hit. The beam slams into it and it's all badly damaged, badly injured. Almost dead. Jasmine.
Yeah, I move to there, sheath my short sword, pulls out my longbow and shoot Paradon.
Which one? There's 4 of them. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah.
Hit. Alright,
You're welcome again.
as it's trying to poke out the captain's good eye, that arrow just cuts straight through it, and the captain looks over at you and smiles. Oh, get back to work! He just kind of scolds you.
I shrug.
All right, it's the ship's turn. Kieran, just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm currently blind, so yeah.
Alright, the captain says, take aim! And again, he uses his special action, so the next attack from the crew have advantage. And I'll leave you guys to take care of that.
Ballista.
Okay.
First one on this healthy one here.
Alright, again, this is the crew manning this as well, so you don't have disadvantage or anything from being within close quarters.
Good shot, crew.
Alright, it just obliterates the pterodon, shoots it straight out of the sky.
Next one on this guy here.
Oh.
That hits, and another pterodon, like the harpoon just splatters it.
Are there any more?
Yeah, this one.
The one on you?
Right next to me, sure.
Alright, this one I will say is disadvantage if the crew is kind of... Because this sailing ship, I think, only has one ballista. So it's a miss.
Okay.
They try to... It does swivel, it's got a full 360 swivel, but the pterodon is too close quarters, and the bolt misses. The pterodon, it it actually just flies off anyway. It's badly injured. It went to take a bite out of you, and you ended up taking a bite out of it. And it doesn't want any more of that, so it flies 120 feet away.
Can I blast it?
Sure.
So yeah, Eldritch Blast.
Kill it so it tells its friends not to mess with us.
The captain says.
That's logical.
And you shoot it out of the sky.
Ah! Heard those things were quite endangered, actually.
They're dinosaurs. They're
They
supposed to
are.
be extinct.
We are on the sea, right?
Alright, for that encounter, you guys get 50 experience. And there's a little practice run for when you see the ship. Alright, we're going to wrap up the session here. But before we go, a short while later, it's not even an hour later, so not enough time for a short rest, you spot the Emerald Eye in the distance.
Damn it. Ooh.
And it has a Ragda aboard.
Oh dear.
It looks like a
boy.
gladiator
We're all
from, from What Nine's
All right.
There's the eye of the beast.
Friend, all right.
Say again, sorry.
It looks like you have a new friend.
Let's see if he's worthy.
Ouch. Listen to be
No,
tough.
no, no. What we do is we cut off his head and just put Ragdas on it.
We could do that. Holy shit, let's try that.
You're like a brand new Ragda. We can just like Weekend at Bernie styles him. But like the head is still alive, but the rest of the body is just limp.
I'm actually gonna ask Ragda if he wants that body.
Alright, we'll find out next week. So
Alright, guys. Good.
hopefully
Good to be back.
all goes to plan. You guys get a sailing ship and a quick expedition straight to Omu. I'll see you guys next week. And also, Rainier, thanks for joining. And let me know if you have any questions about anything. And hopefully I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Guess so.
Yeah,